gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Hangout with Astroprinter. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I have some people already waking in the background, but I'll bring them in. Just let me say hi to everybody in chat. So we have Jerry. Hey, you're back in the back room anyway. So let's bring in Jerry. Hey Jerry, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? How goes it, everybody? I like your logo. That's really cool. It spins and looks good. Nice job.
DeWitt 3D did that for me. He did a
Very
good job.
cool.
It's a nice
Excellent job, DeWitt.
Thanks, Tim. And we have the man that's getting ready to head to the gallows. Matt.
Oh, man, heading for the gallows.
We're making fun of Matt because Matt's getting married next week.
That's bad.
He's got 11 days. He's counting the days. Hey, Louise.
Hey.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's going to bed. That means she's tired of Matt. So, how's life, Matt?
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, been pretty good. Busy, a lot busy. I mean, wow. I mean, it's just a lot to do to just do the wedding, and now in the next couple of days we have to order some flowers, and then we have to arrange them on a day before the wedding, and
fun stuff.
Yeah, thank God I don't have to do the flowers, but
so if anyone wants to come in and join the conversation, I already posted links, but let me post it out again. It is open to all makers to come in and hang out with us.
Oh, I thought we are exclusive right here.
No, Matt. No, that's not how I run my streams. How you run your streams?
I'm just kidding.
So, what are you working on?
Lithophane, right here.
Okay.
This is all resin printed except the middle parts right here. Those are FDM printed.
See, Matt, your wife is telling you. Your wife to be saying they're already ordered.
All right.
It goes to show how out of sync you are.
I need to collect them. Mom's arranging.
So she needs to. Yeah, she's going to collect them, and then her mom's going to do it. Cool. So I've been laser engraving a little bit today, so it's actually close to being done. I'm laser engraving this piece of wood to have the face of a clock.
Very nice.
And when it's done, I have the clock components and the arms. So I'll show you in a second.
Is there plastic on that edge to protect the bark, or is that clear coated?
Yeah, and there's plastic on the bottom and the sides. I left it on. I only cut out the face, keep it clean. Right. I am going to clear coat it when it's done. So I just leave it as is, and then when it's done, I will I'll spray it all to seal it all in. So these are the clock and its hands that I'm going to be putting on that.
Hobby Lobby,
yep. And the shaft to this is not long enough. So what I need to do is I need to actually drill the hole for the center of it first, and then I will eventually on the reverse side, I'll use my CNC to cut out a little area because I need to indent this and set this in about 5 millimeters into the wood at the back for it to reach, because the material is pretty thick.
Oh, we finally got our filament what we won 3 months ago on Lord Moses show. Took them 3 months to ship it.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
I know. I'm very impressed, but I don't know why Polymaker shipped it from America, not directly from Europe.
They don't have a depot in Europe.
Did it come from Loyal's house, or did
Polymaker have one?
Oh, it could have come from Loyal's house. That's true.
He might have sent his stock from his house.
Yeah.
rather than Polymakers directly sending, because I think they sent him a bunch, but then he has to pay to send it back out. So I mean, if I ever done a giveaway or anything, I'd want the company to drop ship it. I wouldn't want to have it sent to me, and then I got to pay to send it back out.
Yeah, that's wow. I'm just thank you if you're watching Law Moses.
One second, guys. Check my laser. It's doing opposite direction.
Actually, I got the orange, and Luis got the teal one. Especially
Nice.
112 on the Law Moses show.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with orange. I'm a white person, so I mean with white filament, you know. So
Yeah, you can make something out of it.
yeah, I thought
You know,
about to do some warning cones or like.
Prime and paint, you can make anything you want.
Hmm?
No, actually, I thought about to get some black filament
So let's
and
see.
then do those little wet signs what you put out on the floor, like careful wet floor.
Well, now,
color.
guys, Chris, thank you for the 5 months in a row subscription. Thank you so much, Chris. Much
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Chris,
Do you want to come in and join us, Chris, if you want? I just posted the link, but I can post it again if you want.
Master Chief, I'm still painting. After that other paint that I bought and the color didn't come out right that I showed on the stream last Saturday, whenever it was, I was looking online. I found out if you take yellow paint, put a little bit of black in it, mix it up, you get green. Add a little more, it gets darker, darker, darker. So I mixed up a bunch. I'm still working on them, but here's the green that I like that I'm keeping. That's the shade I like.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's close to military.
Because I had it really light before, and then I had his 1 foot was kind of green, like a tree green.
Yeah, that
This
was
is a lot deeper green. So
Yeah.
I'm just working on touch up, and I mixed it up, and I'm rebrushing it. Then I got to go back over the black and then do damage to him, but he's getting there. But that shade there, I like.
It's looking good.
Then the belt printer, I got the firmware in it. I got it buttoned up, and it's closer to being done. I just have to get everything moving properly, not grinding.
You know, that belt printer, as an end user conversion kit, it really is not there. It's a long way away from being ready, consumer ready.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for a blower fan or anything, but yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, they have no cooling fan for the cooling fan. They have no mount for that. It's
half built.
half thought out. It is half thought out.
I spent an additional probably $70 to $80 in nuts and bolts they didn't supply with it.
Yeah.
And that's because I didn't buy in bulk on Amazon. I went to a mom and pop store and bought what I needed to try to hurry up and get it done. And I spent a really lot of money on top of everything they sent us, which was a lot of parts, probably a couple $100 in parts they sent us.
And it's still missing half what it needs.
Yeah, it's got way too many bolts. I'm going to call them rivets. They almost look like rivets. It's just got way too many. It's way overbuilt. So.
Well, that's one thing, but like, what worries
But rivets
me
make things look cool. I mean,
no. See, what worries me is it's being built for end users to convert, and it's a long way from being in a position that is suitable for an end user to convert to use it as a conversion.
I just want to get it working well enough I can get a print out of it and I can do another video on it and then be done with it.
Yeah, I'll spend, if I have time near the end of this week, I will. I still have more to do here. As you see, guys, I've changed my setup a little bit more.
Awesome. I love that. It looks great.
So these are the brackets from, what's his name? Pooch.
Okay, Ripcord.
Yeah, Ripcord brackets. So I had them made out of PLA, which they should have been okay, right? But the way that the spools broke it. It actually fell off the wall on like the brackets broke. So what I've done is I was running using 2 brackets along this length and a 6 foot length. So I added a 3rd bracket and I had some PLA ones, which are the blue ones here in the middle. I left those as is. And what I did is I added PETG ones on the ends is what I've added. So they're holding most of the weight and just supports, an additional support.
I went to printables. The brackets are different than you have. They're PLA plus with like 40% infill, and I got a 10-foot run with 5 brackets. Yeah,
well, I've got a 6-foot run with 3. So that's about right. So you're going 10 feet, you'd add 1 or 2 more on this. Yeah, that would be about
You got 3 6-foot runs there.
Yeah.
Okay, 18 feet then.
Yeah, but I was talking about per shelf. I got 6 foot per shelf.
Yeah.
and it's got 3 brackets. I got 2 PETG ones on each end, and then I have the PLA one in the center. And they're screwed in with 2.5-inch screws, so it goes well into the stud to hold the weight.
Yeah.
But it's working. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's nice that you change angle that way. People aren't looking at the same thing all the time.
Yeah, and so these are my so this clock that I'm making, I actually may just hang it here.
You want a different angle? Here you go.
Now, he just spins around. So what this that I'm doing a hash, so I'm crossing over and back, and I want to make the numbers pretty deep. So
is there any depth to those letters? You can feel the letters with your fingers.
You can feel them. Yeah, that's the 5-watt Creality laser, right? It's not the 10-watt version. This is the 5-watt. Actually, let me put on my specs. And let me see how deep it is now that the hash is done. 1 second.
Yeah, I have enough diodes. I don't need to contact Creality. Have to send me one because I got so many diode lasers right now.
Yeah,
It'd have to be something totally out of this world for me to review another laser.
yeah, you can definitely.
I wouldn't mind.
It's on basswood, so basswood is pretty soft, right? So I'm using basswood. That is, and that's live edge. So
isn't that a piece of a pine tree or is that a dummy? It's not real.
It's a slice of basswood.
Okay.
It's a slight cut through of a
bass tree.
Looks nice.
And it's nice and light, and the engraving really stands out. And I'm doing the hash to get double deep, and it makes it cleaner instead of going over one. You're actually cross hashing the engraving.
But if I would have done the tall bit on I would have turned it 90 degrees way.
I want it to be oblong. I want it to be in that shape.
All right.
I have another one that's round. It's more round, but it's bigger. It's thicker. But the problem with it is it's dark. It's dark. It's not basswood. It's black. I can't remember the name of it now. But it's black in the center, right? So I can't do the clock engraving like this. I'd have to do CNC that out and then fill it to make the numbers stand out. Or 3D print numbers and stick them on the outside, one or the other.
How about, can you CNC and then laser with it?
Getting them to align would be really hard. It'd be really difficult to align them if you do that.
What happened if you use the same machine where you just switch out
No, you can't CNC
automatically.
Can't CNC with this machine. It's a laser. And
I know.
For my CNC.
But CNC and lasers are basically the same structure-wise.
There's some CNCs that have laser heads you can put on them, but they cost quite a bit of money. And then the lasers are way overpriced that you put on them.
And on top of that, and the other thing is the power difference on a CNC consumption and a laser are vastly different because you're turning an actual motor. This is just firing a laser. You're turning a motor. This is only drawing less than 5 amps. A CNC will draw 30 amps, 25,
a
30
$3,000 Onefinity, you can buy a laser to go with it, a 10-watt to go with it, but then that's an additional $700 for the laser head and the control box.
So I wouldn't do the 2-in-1, but could you do it? Yes, you could. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to CNC out the other one, whatever I decide to do with that one, I'm going to CNC it out. And then whatever I'm going to do. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but it looks really good. It's much thicker than what I have here, but it is a live edge cut. And I have it off-centered for a reason, because the center is actually where the center of the grain is on the wood, or the rings. The very center is just there.
Growth rings.
Yeah, the growth rings. So I've lined it up. I've lined up to that, or very close to it. And I'm actually thinking of putting my. Actually, let me see if I can share my screen. What I'm thinking of doing, I don't have. Let me set this up in OBS. 1 second. I need to go into OBS and add this. Okay, 1 second. Let me add up. I need to add an application in here. 1 second. Where am I going?
How many people do you have watching? I can't tell.
10
8.
people. 10 it says here.
10 on Twitch.
Hey, Sergio, how are you?
Hey, Sergio.
Did you come in and join us? Let me paste in the link there if you want to come join us. The link is there.
Hey, Sergio.
Let me see audio capture browser, display capture, window capture. There we go.
You look good in black.
Who are you referring to?
You.
Oh, that's because I'm setting up the scene. Give me a second. There we go. So let's stretch this out so you can see the whole window. So what I'm going to do is I have it turned off right now. But I was going to turn around and put my logo in here.
I can do that too. Like,
So if I burn it like that, what you'll end up getting is the new logo inside the clock. How does that look? And this is the center here is where the clock arms will radiate from. Right here in the bottom of the cube.
cool.
Can you bump it up a hair and put that hole right in between the T and the bottom of that cube?
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, that looks better, I think.
It's off center, but that's easy enough, yeah. So I'm not doing that yet, but I will. That's what I'm thinking of engraving afterwards. I have it turned off for now, but that's what I'm thinking of doing with it.
Just don't move the thing.
Oh, hey, and Liam got a haircut, guys. Look at that.
I got them all, Carlos. All of them.
Oh my god. You get stuck on that lawnmower.
I don't get one cut.
I'm wearing the Amazon shirt again. The lady asked me this morning, "Do you work for Amazon?" I said, "No, I just buy a lot of stuff from them."
Yeah, you should change your shirt to saying Amazon. I just buy crap.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if you did that. Nice clock. Yeah, it'll be lovely. And this is what it's engraving right now. So I'm engraving the numbers, and I'll do my logo on it. And then when that's done, so I'm doing a hash. So I already went left to right. I'm doing up down now as well as a hash. Hey, Slim Pickens, how are you? And when that's done, I will then switch over and do my logo on it. And when the logo is done, I then have to I then will drill from the front down, but I have to use my CNC machine to put in a CNC, and I have to route out an area because the clock insert that I have, the shaft is not long enough because the part is so thick. So what I'll have to do is you can probably get them longer, but this is just barely at the top. If I sink it 5 millimeters indented in the back, then this will be attached and it'll never move.
I would drill, if it was me, I'd drill a hole, drop that in, take a pencil, mark it, put it in the CNC, line it up on it. That way when you run your pattern, you can see your pencil mark.
That's my plan.
It goes so deep.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to drill a hole from the front first. That's why That's why when I burnt it,
yeah,
I put you can see the mark in the center. That's where I'll drill through, and then on the other side, then I will actually drop that in place and square it up, and then mark around the outside.
Look good.
So it looked lovely, yeah. So that is the goal. I'll get there. So I'm doing, as I said, I'm using all of this in. This is all using Lightburn. Actually, Slim Pickens recently got a laser, so I want to show Slim Pickens. Let me show you again. So.
I didn't tell you guys. I made a moderator at Luban.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Let me just do one thing. I have to copy this over here. Okay, so you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Slim Pickens, since you're there and you got a new laser, you got actually the focus FE20 from me. So this is what I'm engraving right now. It's a clock, and on layer 2, I'm actually going to put my logo in there. So the hands will go around with my logo my new logo in the center. And I've set it up to do hashing. So it's going to do left, right engraving first, and it's also doing up, down. That way, then I get a cleaner engraving, but it's also deeper. And then once this is done, I'll drill a hole here in the center from the on the front side of it, out the back. Put the clock component in there, mark the positioning of everything, and then route it out with a CNC, or you could do it with a router as well. And then when that's done, I'll be able to, because I need to indent the clock a little bit. But what it looks like on the this is the laser working right now. So it already did left to right. Now it's done doing up down, which is part of the hash. And eventually, this clock component will be added to it with these hands. I think they cost, what is it, $12 for the clock component, and then you choose the hands you want, and they were $3.50 for the Hobby Lobby. But it'll be a nice clock. And I'll probably drop these down where they are right now. I'll lower them down, and I'll probably mount the clock up here behind me.
Nice.
Yeah, so it looks good. It should be fine, as long as I don't screw it up. Right? That's always a secret, isn't it? Just don't screw it up.
Well, just take your time, and if you have to test wood.
Well,
good material.
Now, what I'm thinking of doing is, instead of actually setting up a pattern in the CNC, I might just mount it in there and by hand drop my Z down and then move my axes by hand to cut it out. That way, then I have better control over it. So I can actually just turn the dial and actually move the axis by hand to cut out the area. That's easy enough to do. So I might do that, and that way then I have two CNC machines, so I can do it in either one. The R-Tour is probably going to be the better one in this case, because the R-Tour is wider on the x-axis, and it's open all the way through, so I can actually put the part in sideways at 90-degree tilt, and then I can actually cut it out easier by hand that way. And it's got a hand paddle, so I can actually drive it. It's a lot easier to drive as well if I want to move stuff. So, have you seen the R-Tour hand panel? It's like it's the same as they use in a laser.
I got a question about your logo.
Okay, go ahead.
The other day you outlined the O in white, but the other letters never got done.
I didn't want it. I outlined the O on the logo.
Astro printer.
Well, the O is outlined for a reason. The lines coming in are like the tails of a comet, and the O is outlined because it represents a comet, so it highlights it.
Okay.
And there's two reasons why I did it. Actually, that's one. And secondly, the lines, when it was designed, the lines come down and touch the O, and I couldn't separate them in the SVG file without redesigning it. But by adding a circle around it, I break them up. So when I bring them in to do,
it's a talking point. And remember, 1 year from now, you'll still have people asking you about that.
Yeah, and that's fine. So. That's okay. All good. But by doing it, I can actually do something like, let me switch over here again. When I zoom in here, you'll see there's a separation of these so I can get different colors. Because if they weren't separated, they would actually blend into one when you do the SVG. When you try and laser engrave it. So that gap around it actually adds that as well. So it's a double. It provides two things. One is the comet, looking like a comet, which is the whole idea of the swishes. And then it also, when I do an SVG of it, allows me to separate them. Mm-hmm. So there's a madness to my method. Oh, sorry, method to my madness. I said it wrong. Right, I said it wrong intentionally. So on the R-Tour, the hand controller is like an iPhone. So I can actually control it here by the touch screen. So I got really good control. On this, their CNC uses the same controller. But on so it's the exact same controller that's on both their CNC and their laser, and you can use an SD card in it as well if you want to. So it's a nice little setup.
Right.
So
we have it.
Sorry?
Hey, Slim Pickings. No, I just said hi to the chat.
So yeah, so that's why I'm going to go with that. So that's the reason why the O is highlighted, and it works. It gives me all I need, and it does kind of make it stand out with the swishes on it. So do you like the new logo, everybody?
Yeah, good.
It's nice. I like the red one better. That one, what you have in the corner there.
So that again?
What Jerry have in his corner. That looks better. Like the entrance video when you
With the white
play the
background?
entrance. Yeah, I think looks okay too, but I
Well,
think red looks more dramatic.
well, yeah. Well, that's only an intro. It's only just to highlight the entrance name. But yeah, I like the swishes on it. Tim did a great job on the logo for me. He kept the three-dimensional cube that I have in from my old logo. When he changed the rest, because that was continuity going from one logo to the next, which makes a lot of sense. You love the new logo. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm partial to it myself, I have to admit. Thanks, Louise. So
I pulled all my
Yeah.
plastic off my filament when I threw it on my rack. Anything
I
was
can
wrapped,
do
I
all of
unwrapped
mine.
it.
It depends on the material. Some of these are TPUs, and I'm not exposing them to the air. Some of them I just haven't got around to yet. Like
Well, you have humidity where you live at too, so.
I do. Like this is printed solid. These I won.
Yellowbird?
Yeah, that's the yellow.
It's called Yellowbird, right?
Yep. So this is 3 of these came from Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Nice.
He won them on the stream and he sent them to me. And 2 of them were one on Chris Perillo's, which were sent to me.
Does that have a metal insert in it? Looks like a metal. I know it's cardboard spool. Looks like a metal insert.
It needs to be. Otherwise, because the cardboard would tear up, and if it got soft or whatever, it get problems. So you need to have something smooth to spin on. But they can be removed and reused, right?
If it's metal, it can be replaced, you know.
They're only
recycled.
If you look, it's not all the way through. It's cardboard in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cardboard tube. That's just to make it stronger when it's sitting on the spool. That's all. So I have the yellow. I have the printed solid Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
You saw me standing alone. You want to keep going?
Strangers in the night, exchanging blanks.
And there's their deep purple. It's a very deep purple. And they have green, and then I have a clear.
I just like that group, Deep Purple. Azure, hello, how you doing? Or Azu.
Good evening.
Aussie.
I am.
Aussie. Okay, Aussie, sorry.
Yeah, Aussie. And that's their 3 green then.
Oh, you got it rated by 2
Oh, is that rated? Did I miss a rating? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you have to read your chat. 2 people rated, 1 person rated with two viewers.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Mitch level, I think it's called.
Give 1 second. Let me put these out of my hands so I can actually concentrate what I'm doing over here. Where am I? I'm on.
And they're hosting.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the raid.
Can I talk about Saturday?
Of course you can. So,
all right. Saturday at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Pacific, I'm having my weekly Maker Hangout like I always do. But I'm going to have a giveaway, or a couple giveaways, because Sunday's my birthday. I'll be 58 on Sunday. So Saturday, 1 p.m., I contacted Ziltech. They're allowing me to give away 3 rolls of filament. I've contacted Polymaker. I emailed them. I haven't heard back, so I don't know if they'll say yes or no. And then one of my designers that I do models from, I've contacted them about giving away an STL. And if they say yes, the STL would be worldwide. If Polymaker says yes, that would probably be worldwide. Ziltech, the 3 rolls will be USA only. And I'm going to see if I have any stickers laying around so I can make up a pack of stickers, including one of mine to give away. That would be worldwide. So that'll be a giveaway during my hangout on Saturday.
Cool. I went to price stickers. They're really expensive right now.
Yeah.
They're going to be my last Saturday. The Saturday after that, I will not be attending your show, Jerry, because I will be on my own wedding.
Okay.
Well, if you're not there, you're in trouble.
Liam, follow Sticker Mule.
I might pop in, you know, just to say hello.
I did, actually. They had no deals at the moment.
Oh, follow them on Twitter, and they used to randomly on Twitter throw up specials. But the one that I got, it was like 50 stickers for $10 or $15. It was ridiculously cheap. That's why I used my wife's email, my email, and one of my dogs.
Okay, they've just done one right now. They've just posted it.
Because I got those 3D stickers. They're 3-inch by 3-inch, holographic, and they really look cool.
They have 3x3s, and they just came out. They just today published a new one.
Well, you got it behind you. I can see it below your NASA.
Yes, I know. I have your logo here. Yes.
That's a holographic. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have $19 for 50. So that's what they have right now. That's the deal they have right now. You should do the giveaway the week after that. Oh, wait, so Matt won't be able to enter. No, because if we do that from the altar, he will turn around and he will enter. We know Matt. He will actually be up there. Instead of saying I do, he'll be saying I do enter this competition.
Yeah, I'd asked Ziltech about giving away 3D pens instead of film, but they don't sell them anymore.
Oh, okay. So that's what's. So I might actually order some of those today. They're not $19 for 50 is not bad. They were actually, what is it for? They were charging something like $130 for 200. That's actually kind of expensive, actually.
If they're doing 19 for 50 for the hologram, that's a good price.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a hologram.
They always have on their specials. They always have a limit. So just use your son's email, your wife's, or create one, whatever. That way you can get 3 specials, and you can buy a bunch of them that way.
Yeah. Let me see if they're doing the hologram ones or not. So they do it. Maybe. Yeah. I look at it this evening before.
If they're not doing a special on it, email them and ask them about it.
Yeah. No, I look because I have the new logo, so I want to get some stickers made up. I'd like to try and have some stickers ready before Murph, and bring some with me for Murph.
I'm gonna be in the middle of nowhere when I'm gonna.
You have your own sticker maker? What do you use? Trevor, long time.
Hey, Trevor, how you doing?
Come join us.
Throw a link out.
I'm just doing it right now. Come in and join us, guys. It's been a long time, Trevor. You have been hiding. We have been searching, and you have been hiding.
He's been busy at work.
I know.
I believe.
Good. I'd rather you be busy at work than means being not working. Right? It's important for you.
We wanted to put your face on 3D printed milk cartons.
That's a good idea. Actually, you should do that. Oh, you have a Cricut? Okay, so you use a Cricut with vinyl and so on. Yeah, I don't have a Cricut, but I'll just get good ones printed. I'll just go get them printed. If I had, you should come in and join us, Trevor. Jump on.
Yeah.
But no, I would like to. If I found a local company that was doing them at a good price, I'd even go there. But I haven't found anybody who's doing good pricing locally. So 19 for 50. Does that sound roughly what you did before, Jerry?
I can't remember, but that sounds about right.
With $60, I can get 150 of them done.
That sounds.
Hey man, where have you been hiding? Somebody shifted that stone and Trevor crawled out.
I went to Twitch and Trevor disappeared. Never came out. Never joined in.
Somebody shifted that stone. Oh, you have Twitch open, do you? Trevor, mute your YouTube.
Hold on, I think I messed up some audio here.
Yeah, just mute your YouTube.
There we go.
Yep.
Sorry.
So where have you been hiding? I hope you've been really, really, really busy.
I have.
That's good.
Busy.
Then you have the best. That's the best excuse in the world. That means money, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I've been fixing printers for these guys.
Who are those guys?
That iFast.
Nice.
Okay. Are the machines any good?
They're awesome.
Really?
Amazing. They're good for high temperature stuff.
What do you think of new Bamboo Labs are coming out with? That looks pretty killer, but it's little.
God, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Plus the colors.
Yeah, by default it is 4, yeah.
Today I just bought some of, well, I didn't buy them today, but I agreed to buy 10 of the new V400s.
That's the FL Sun.
Yeah. And I don't think they've shown this yet. Hold on. I'm probably not supposed to, but I don't care.
Here, let me make you put you on big screen.
Oh yeah, it's over a meter tall.
Yeah, they have an enclosure, don't they?
Oh, an enclosure. I see that bubbles in it. Plastic.
Yeah, because it has a 300C head.
Oh, hey, Trev, 500 water cooled,
Ooh, nice.
and the water cooling system.
I can't imagine a printer needing a water cooler, but a computer, yeah. But
Well,
That's
if you
awesome.
don't have, look, watch this.
I'm
Lots
told
of
my
TV.
printer finally made it out of the Ukraine.
You got a printer coming from the Ukraine?
Yeah, I bought a IDEX 22 from Vision Miner for high temperature printing, and like 2 days before they were supposed to ship out, you know. Oh,
Water
that's
cooled.
awesome.
oh wow, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
Did
you're
their plant get blown up since the country's pretty much leveled?
no, they just couldn't get the printers out. They did now. I think they said like a month ago.
Yeah.
so
I mean, out of all the video I've seen, most of the country is wiped out. But then I see other videos that shows
No.
lots of things that are untouched. But it depends what you watch.
The
What
east is affected, and the north.
The entire country is a wasteland, pretty much.
no, it's not.
No.
No, it's only certain regions.
Only certain regions.
They're only aiming for the big cities.
I heard the other day a report that they took like 20,000 children out of the eastern Ukraine already.
Yeah,
Just
they
like
are. They are making kids out of there. Yeah. So they have ways of getting out of there.
But
You made it out.
but yeah, I hopefully I'll be doing some PPSU and Ultim.
Oh, you're going to do some Ultim printing? Oh, nice.
That was that printer we bought.
So Ultim is PEI.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what Ultim is. It's just another brand name.
I got a guy that's going to make it for us, actually.
There's a company here in Michigan that does it. That makes the ships PEI and Peak and so on. They're about 45 minutes drive from where I live, or maybe an hour's drive from where I live. I might try and reach out to them, see if I can go pay them a visit.
That'd be
Visit
cool.
their factory, you know. Maybe because I have this will do 500 degrees. I have another printer that will actually have two printers that'll do 300 degree print temps. So that's like nylons and PC and all this kind of stuff.
It's not done. I've repainted that green 4 times to finally get a shade I'm happy with.
That
So,
sharp.
it's getting there.
That
Yep.
show, it's not bad. I expected better, but it has good parts.
Oh yeah, I like the show. Yeah.
Was episode 9 the last one? Was it all?
Yeah.
Was that the ending?
Tim, we've been showing off your logo. Everybody loves it. The logo you did.
Thank you, Whit. Yeah, I forget which episode it was, but I watched the last one like 3 weeks ago.
So
Hey man,
Yeah.
I see your lithos on Luban and throughout the Facebook posts, and wow, man, they're looking
Thank
really,
you.
really nice. Like holy cow!
yeah, he does some good.
Make those color ones look just amazing.
Thank you. I just finished those ones up. Those are done in resin, and then the middle pieces are done in FDM, the connector pieces. Because it's just wasteful to do it in resin, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's so you're keeping busy. That's good to hear. Because you are on the mission. The other person that's on the mission. This is Dave Petzel. We haven't heard from Dave in forever.
What's up with
Yeah,
your
man.
mall? Is it still in jeopardy of closing?
It's not closing, but they're going to demolish the next half, which will be us. So we'll have to move to the front of the mall after the first of the year.
But that's good for because the more you are to the front, the better it is for getting people as they come in and out the door, right?
How busy is the mall busy during the day, or is it kind of slow?
It's hit or miss, man. We can see these kind of cycles. It'll get
Is it
real
like
busy for a while.
well, I've never been there, but all I could compare it to would be like a Sunday afternoon somewhere when things are kind of slow, but there's people.
Yeah.
But
So for a while there, we were selling like 1 and 2 printers a day.
wow,
Yeah, it was keeping me busy because the printers I sell are assembled. I pretty much don't like selling Ender 3s and 5s unassembled. They're just, I don't know why.
Well, no, it's a good thing to assemble it and tune it to make sure it's ready to go and all the bells.
Calibrate
So they can plug it in
yeah,
and use it.
put a flex plate on it, you know.
It's on a pretty display table. Looks professional.
So it kept me busy building them for a while.
Hmm.
and then it
The
kind
new
of
Ani-
slouched off.
The new Anycubic Cobra, the small one, I just reviewed it. It prints real nice.
Yeah, well, Crowley sent me about 250 Ender 3s in the last couple months that I've taken in. So I'm going to have to get my online going again and liquidate a bunch of Ender 3s and 5s. So
5s or 5 pluses?
5 pros.
Oh, okay.
Are they all Amazon returns or no?
Yep. Probably about 20% of what I have is brand new. Like the box was never open. It got returned before, and then it shipped out. I don't know. Probably 50% are like new. Like you can look at it and see they actually cared about it, and then the rest, who knows? So we sorted through all of them. I just got to get my online going again, and then we have our own filament now. So I worked with a guy who's been making that for us, and we've come out with some beautiful colors.
Closer. Well, that's nice.
It's a green, but he buys. Right. For a while, he was getting. I can't remember the name. One of the highest quality PLAs we could get, but it's an American-made filament. So we've been doing custom colors, all kind of translucent stuff. So we've been busy.
Yeah, I deal a lot with IC3D. You know those guys? Mm-hmm. They're in Columbus, Ohio. I'm an
E-Stun dealer, and I sell a lot of E-Stun and a lot of Xyltech, but Xyltech's getting really hard to sell. And the E-Stun I love, but I would love to offer an American product. So I had a guy that worked for me one Christmas. It was just super smart. And he got a job at a place that actually 3D printed parts of buildings. And
oh my God!
Yeah, what was it called? Branch Technology.
Sorry, I sent that to the wrong person. I heard it dingly him, and then I realized I sent it to the wrong person.
But I was finally able to convince him to quit and just come make filament full time. So
is he making it just for you?
Yep. And it's not just PLA. He's made PPSU, polycarbonate ABS. We're going to do glass filled fiber and glass bead. He's doing Ultim, Peak, all that stuff.
So he has 4 production lines or 1?
Yeah. He's got 8 units now, actually.
8.
So,
wow.
They gave him a big grant to stay where he's at, and so he's manufacturing there and then driving it back to me because his family's here. So
my Hangout Saturday, I'll be giving away 3 rolls of Xyltech filament because my birthday is Sunday, so I'm going to consider that a birthday stream Saturday.
Congratulations!
I'm being 58.
Hey.
Yeah. Wow.
58 and he's near the top of that hill. Soon you'll be over that hill.
Yeah, I'm already going down the other side, buddy.
Show the blue one.
Not that bad.
I'm all red. My neck is red here. I got bit by a mosquito right here in the center of my neck.
Oh, that's a hickey. Your wife's you're gonna get busted and she gets home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Stop abusing the vacuum cleaner.
The who?
The I'm not gonna say that anymore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're German. You said W instead of V.
Yeah. Vacuum cleaner.
How's your Etsy going, Jerry?
I haven't sold anything this year. I need to list a lot more stuff on there, and it's just kind of sitting there. So,
yeah.
It's the same as it was before. I think I threw a couple flags up there that I had made, and that's about it.
So, if they move you to the front of the mall, are they going to keep the same rate when you're because they're transferring you? You're not transferring, right?
Well, I get a good deal here, like a really good deal. So
I know, but still,
if they keep it even close to what I'm paying now, I'll be happy.
Okay.
So,
if he was in Las Vegas at a mall, he'd be paying 30 times more than he's paying.
When we looked at going to Pensacola, the Cordova Mall, they wanted $17,000 a month for like not even 2,000 square feet.
Not even a third.
We have 4,500 square feet here, and I pay $1,000 a month.
Oh wow, that's a fantastic.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm not under a lease. That's the only problem. So
We were, and then
yeah, they wouldn't renew the lease this year just because they didn't know what was going to happen.
And without a lease, when you move, they might make you sign a new one. That's when they can.
oh, we will.
I hope they will.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
No, but
Okay.
that's when they start talking numbers again with you. Then
Are they going to save the mall, or you still think it's in jeopardy that you may not be there in a couple of years? Or it's hard to say.
Who knows a couple of years from now, man? I don't know.
I think
I mean,
all of us back there moving up, and it fills up in then.
they
I think
might
it'll be better.
they might do a phase 3 and knock down the rest of the mall, or I'll move. I'll enjoy cheap rent until then. It's nice here.
Yeah,
So,
it gives you time to shop around eventually, right? That's good.
You know.
Good. It's good. To
nothing
see.
I can do about that part. So
No, but it's good to see businesses going well anyway. At least.
thank God, man. It gets so worrisome sometimes with COVID and all this stuff going on.
Yeah, but I think it's bouncing back now. People are starting to getting out, doing more. They're interacting more. They're now
You definitely tell.
I'm heading out to Murph in a couple of weeks.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's only
I would
3.5
love
hour
to
drive
run
from me.
rapid. There's a couple guys around here that went, and yeah, that looked awesome.
Yeah, it's 3.5 hour drive for me to get there.
I'd like to go just to meet people. And last year I said I was going this year, but I'm not. I can't afford it. But maybe next year. And I don't really care about seeing all the stuff that I already have. I'd like to go just to meet the people.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I got a bunch of online friends. I'd like to actually, chill out, have a beer, handshake, elbow shake, or whatever they do there.
yeah.
yeah. So I'm only going down for the one day, but I'm going to leave early Saturday morning, drive down, and be there when it opens, and then spend the day there, and then drive back afterwards.
Awesome.
That's all.
How
I'm
much
doing.
is gas there now? I paid $5.59 this morning, so I spent a whole $30.
Oh my God. Yeah, here it's like $4.50, $4.80, something like that.
Okay.
It's not $5, but it's getting close.
At Sam's Club, it was $4.47 this morning.
Okay.
It's $4.75 at Sam's Club.
Yep.
If you're going to buy it, if you're a member of Sam's Club or any of those big outlets, go there because
Yeah, there is a Sam's, but it's not close to me. So
because Sam's is close to me, and it's cheaper to buy it there than anywhere else. Because they're $4.75 on the other day, and the gas station was $5.25, so they're a good.
cash price is better than debit price. So if you're going to use credit card or debit, they charge you more.
That sickens me because debit is cash.
They still charge you to process.
They have a fee for don't you have a transaction fee on debit?
Always. That
always.
always has been, but most places have always absorbed it. But now with COVID and everything, hi.
Hello.
Since COVID, a lot of people have gone to these Clover systems and more small
Is
business like us.
Is credit a higher fee on your business than a debit transaction?
Oh yeah.
No, but, like 0.5%.
Astro, I'm asking because he runs a business right there.
Yeah.
We get a good deal. Like the first year I was in business, we just used Square, and wasn't a great deal. And then once we hit, I don't know what it was, like 50,000 a year in sales, then we got a way better deal. Like people call or come in all the time telling us, we give you a better deal, and they can't.
Some of the debits are like 1.6%, and the max I ever get charged for the hardest hitting American Express one is like 3. So my average is always around 2.1, 2.7.
I don't know if the mall would allow it. You might get in trouble, but you ought to have a little cooler and keep water or drinks in it, and you can make extra money if they would allow it. I don't know.
Oh, if I wanted to put a soda machine in here, I could.
Yeah.
It just one more thing.
Well,
You have no
got the
clue.
stock every
There's so much
week,
going on.
and,
It's just, and we got a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
She'd be getting it all the time. Like, I just took
Yeah.
6 orders, mommy.
Hey, Pez Liz, hello. How you doing?
It is.
Otter
Hey, Liz.
Ninja Den, hello, Bionic, non-fam.
I just posted the link out. Let me paste it again. If anyone wants to come in and join, you are welcome to do so. It's open to anybody in the community to come in and join and hang out with us. All we ask is that you behave. But we give a little bit of leeway if Kieran comes in to hang out, because we know he never behaves in the first place. So other than Kieran, everyone else is requested to behave. But that's good to know about business, and it's good that you're doing well.
Well, it's almost 5 here in Vegas, so it's what, 8 o'clock in Florida?
Almost 7.
Seven? Oh, 2 hours difference. Okay.
No. Oh, yeah. Is it 2 hours? You're not full East Coast, are you, Jerry? Vegas? Central, is it?
I'm Pacific. He's in Florida, so I thought it was 3 hours difference. It's 2 hours.
It is
Well,
3. He's the same time as me.
He just said it's 7
That's off
o'clock
in
there.
Tallahassee. So I'm central.
Oh, you're Central?
Yeah.
So you're not in... I thought
Yeah,
Florida
I'm in the
was...
Panhandle. So once you hit Tallahassee,
Oh, you're in the
kind of-
Panhandle. Oh, okay.
of the length of Yeah.
Ah, so that's where the state is divided on the time zones. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because Michigan is Eastern time, so.
Has your store changed much since the last video you sent me about 6 months ago?
Yep, we got to take a new one. We got a lot more printers.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready, send me one and I'll change them out because I enjoy showing your store off to people.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys some filament too here. I'll get some ready. He's finally now, after he quit his job, like able to make enough. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We'll show it off. We'll print and show it off.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful filament. We're trying to go with colors nobody has. eSun used to make like a glass line, and so this is all translucent with a little opalescence in it.
Translucent is nice.
Yeah. I thought it was iridescence, but he corrected me. It's opalescence. So,
Yeah, so I have some translucent from IC3D. It's a PETG.
What have you been up to, Jerry?
Oh, not much. My wife's going to Florida. She leaves the 15th.
It's a watermelon, translucent watermelon.
Was that a 5-pounder, 2-pounder?
2.5.
2.5?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 5-pounders are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's 2.5. It's a translucent PETG.
I got an IDEX printer I reviewed a while back and just resin printing occasionally and working on tinkering on this and that. And then I have a bunch of diode lasers, and I've got the new one from X-Tool out in the garage.
I see you've been posting a lot of diode laser stuff.
Yeah. I'm kind of diode lasered out. I really don't want to review anymore because I've reviewed so many. And right now they're all beginning to become a diode to diode to diode.
Yeah. The one thing I want in the diode, X-Tool came up with a Chuck style rotary.
Yeah.
I really like that. And I've been trying Ups Maker. How are you?
Hello.
It's been a while. So I'd like to try out their Chuck, because the idea of unusual shaped object, to be able to put it in and be able to laser engrave it is nice, because you don't have to 3D print an adapter to make it balance and all this kind of stuff, So I'd like to give their Chuck style. I've been talking to what's her name's Comgrow, because they do their own rotaries and stuff. I said, guys, you need to be looking into doing a Chuck style rotary. I said, it's selling. They can't. It's selling like hotcakes because
everybody copies everybody.
Yeah, but nobody else is offering that within a reasonable price. Everyone else is $700 or $800 for a Chuck style rotary, right? And it's metal Chuck, but the jaws are 3D printed. They're plastic, so you can actually take their design. They give you the STLs. You can design your own to hold something specific.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can design it yourself and then print them and use them. So I have one I've been partly working on, but I never finished. Whereas it's a Chuck style rotary, 3D printed. And then basically what you do is you have this behind it, and when the parts go in here, they move through the spiral. When you adjust it, tightens and loosens them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you tighten it up, that pulls them in or out, the teeth. But it's part of the way done. It's not finished, but it's part of the way done. But it's, these are the little jaws.
Yeah, those look good.
So, I'll eventually get it done. Eventually, I'll have time to do stuff.
Yeah, that's good too, because the metal chucks, sometimes you don't want metal.
The metal is okay because, but the metal is okay because you're not putting it here. Let me show you. Oh, Jerry brought something up here. Let me show you. Yeah, that's their metal chuck. It's nice. So that's nice because you can do unusual shaped objects like that for laser engraving. Like that was for my CO2 laser. That'd be fantastic, you know. Now,
I like how that went around the back of that cup.
Yeah, and the back of it, or you could actually do it outwards.
Yeah, they reverse the machine.
Yeah.
So it gets spin.
Oh, question, guys. You guys know what happened to Makerhop? He didn't show up on Monday.
What was supposed to happen Monday?
I thought he was doing a live stream on Monday.
I don't know.
Because the last 2 weeks he was not streaming. That's very odd.
He popped in last week on mine. That's the first time I've seen him in 6-8 months.
Yeah. Thunder laser. The Thunder laser one though is very expensive. It's very heavy.
Tripod.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Tripod has an RA2.
Yeah, but theirs is really expensive, I believe. The new air filter for their laser enclosure.
Share your links again, Liam, in case somebody wants to drop in.
Yeah, if anyone wants to drop in, it'll be posted to links. Thank you for the reminder, Jerry.
Love your videos, man. Good stuff.
What's the? Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one. What's this? Congress just showing their new air filter on their laser enclosure.
Hey, Rob.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet. Normally, if they're going to send it to us, they'll send it before they announce it. Honey, Rob.
Yeah, Congress hasn't been sending me anything in a while.
Well, they go through phases when they come out with something new. And for a filter, they may not, but let's see. But I will be picking a winner at the end of the week for the RA2. Yeah, I'd like one of those Chuck style. I really like the idea of that. As I said, for my CO2 laser, it'd be fantastic fit because it's not very wide, so it'd fit inside the CO2 laser and mount and hold everything up, and it would be good, well lined, you know. For those like those decanters and so on, be perfect. Actually, now that I have a new logo, where did I put the bottle?
Yeah, I didn't know you had a giveaway for one tripod. If I can still enter, I'll come over to your page and look for the entry on it.
Now that I have a new logo, I have to laser engrave it onto this.
Yeah.
Now, this is nice. It doesn't open at all. It just flips up for your drink spout. So you don't open the drink spout here.
Nice.
So you don't open the whole thing at all, which is nice. So I have to do that. That way then I'll have
Okay.
my own drinking cup when I go to Murph with my logo on it. Again, Tim, if you're out there, thank you. I love the logo. Tim DeWitt did the new logo for me. So it looks really good. Random picker in the comments. Oh, it's in the video, he said, and it's what's this? Something new. I mean, when they copy someone else, the brand. Yes. So he said it's in the video, Jerry.
Okay, I'll go watch it.
Yeah. So they're going to do a random pick. So can you randomly pick me? Randomly, accidentally, on purpose.
Yeah, random pick me. I'm not even on there.
No, you're a foreigner. It's coming from me, right?
You're getting married. You'd have to get permission to even use it.
He used to get permission to breathe now. Yeah, he's getting married in a week's time, in 11 days' time. So so we have informed him that of the 3 rings of marriage. He knows those.
I hope somebody gives Loopy a whip for a wedding present and some handcuffs.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, by the way, everybody loves the logo. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I'm kind of I'm a tired mood today. We had there was a funeral today, and
Oh yeah. How
so
did that
I've
go?
taken the day off work and just kind of relaxing now. Maria's over at her parents and
Mm-hmm.
at her mom's place with the family. So, and I'm just home relaxing a bit now. So, doing a bit of wiring. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new logo's up there.
Yeah, it looks good.
It does, and I used the animated intro as well.
Oh, good.
Run your intro
Awesome.
again. Everybody can see it.
Sure. Well, I'll go to the countdown. I'll just do this this one, which you go.
Very cool.
Looks good.
It's supposed to be a rocket taking off, but yeah. Anyways,
It works.
yeah, it's great.
So, yeah, I did for here. I inverted the printer name because it didn't show the black because it's an SVG.
Perfect.
So I just did an invert of it and it came out really well. I'm laser engraving right now a clock. That's what I'm doing right now. And when it's done, I will actually switch over, and in the center of it, I'll put my
very cool. Oh, that'll look great.
Yeah, so that's what's and so I'm gonna do. I haven't done this part yet, but I'm doing the letters, and I will engrave this on the outside, and I'm probably going to pick it up here behind me.
Yeah, I picked up all the clockworks and everything to do a clock on my laser. I just
haven't
designed it yet.
That's what I've done. But I found the thickness of it, because that's on basswood. The thickness of it is so thick that the clock components are not big enough. So what I'm going to have to do is I put the center mark in there, even though I don't need it, because I'm going to drill through that, fit this in place, mark the outside of it, and then CNC out about 5 millimeters. So this insets in the back.
Nice.
Sets inside the back a little bit. That way, then I can use it to the spur is long enough to go through all the way through the material.
The next laser I would like to review would be the NAJ, the big long one that Rich reviewed recently.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's 800 wide. Hey, Dum Dum, how you doing?
I don't email Banggood or GearBest. I don't deal with them for review content.
I usually contact people through Facebook groups. Yeah. Very rarely do I have emails on companies.
Oh, you like the clock? Yeah, it's going to look really good when it's finished. Everyone's saying they like it. Let's see what else here. You have another laser? Who's this one coming from? Oh, you probably can't say till after the fact. We'll have to do it next month or close and Murph. Yeah, I'll be there. Military time. Yeah, well, you can't. Well, yeah, but that means you have to double stack the numbers to do military time. But so it'll be done. It's 78% done through. It's doing a hash. So it's doing left, right, then up, down. When it's done with that, I will then do the logo. Probably do one pass of the logo. Cool. And that'll be done tonight or tomorrow morning at the latest. We'll get it done. And
how long does it take?
This has been running because I'm doing double passes. I did a hash. I didn't just do left, right. I actually did left, right, then up, down as well to make it deeper. And it gives, instead of you don't get the graininess in the engraving because of the passes. So far it's been going for 3 hours, 52 minutes. And it's 78% done. So it's probably got another hour and a half left in it. And then I will do the logo on it. Or I might even just do the logo on it tomorrow morning. Because I won't do it while I'm not standing here with it. You never leave a laser unattended, as you know.
Yeah.
Right? So
I walk away from mine, but that's metal. I'm not going to catch metal on fire.
Yeah, that's different, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have a fiber laser, but no luck yet.
I was engraving on stone one time, and I had metal underneath it, and I had to run to the store, but my wife was here, and I left it. There was no wood to burn anywhere.
Yeah, rocks are tricky. They get all kinds of minerals in them.
A piece of slate, square slate.
Actually, Upsmaker, it's actually it's over on the floor, not even plugged in at the moment, because I'm still organizing. I've reorganized my layout, and because it's not even set up yet, I can do it for you next week if that's okay. I don't have it set up at the moment. Sorry. It's actually over there with a pile of other stuff around it. I'm still organizing.
Over yonder, huh?
Yeah. I'm still organizing the place. I had to move some stuff around because my son's got a VR headset, and I was using part of his space over here. Now that he has the VR headset, I had to move my stuff out of his way and reorganize my stuff so he'll have more walking space when he's in VR. So And he's away at the moment, so I promised him I'd have it done before he got back. So that's why my place is in turmoil at the moment. This is the only place that looks somewhat tidy. The rest of the place looks like I threw a few grenades in here.
Hey, Sergio, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Good to see you.
Hey,
What are you up to? Oh no, he's got gloves on.
hey, Red,
Where's
No,
that glove going?
I'm going through coins.
Oh, okay.
I'm going through my coin collection.
I was
And
going to ask for the destination of that glove.
no, I came up with a doozy. I think I found a really a good one. Put it that way. So let me show you. So on this coin, do you see what I see?
1943.
Oh,
and
there's a D
D.
underneath it. The letter D underneath it. That
It's double struck. You see the
yeah,
D, double D, the double 4,
yeah. It's got it was
double 3.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a rare. A 1943 is rare. This is a steel penny. However, I'm going to show you. Look at the condition of this coin. Look at that.
Looks
Oh,
fantastic.
wow.
Pristine.
You see that?
Yeah.
That I'm hoping is a high mint state, and being double struck like that, it's going to be worth some good money.
Mm-hmm.
that D for Denver Mint.
Yes, Denver. Sending it out to PCGS within the next few days.
Nice.
Hey, Chris Prillo. Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
We're
Hey,
live.
Chris.
I'm just trying to catch up in chat. Sorry, 1 second.
I
So-
still got a lot of coins to go through. My goodness.
Doing some engraving, Chris. Engraving a clock on a piece of live edge wood.
Hey, Chris, if you're ever down in Florida, we've got Trevor from Navari 3D Printing right there in the top. I show his video quite often on my Hangouts where works in a mall. He has all kinds of 3D printers and lasers and you name it.
Kieran,
Hey,
if you want to come in, there's the link if anybody wants to come in and join the conversation. As I said, everyone has to behave except Kieran. Kieran is an exception. He never behaves.
Yeah, especially Chris Barillo. He needs to behave too.
Chris is well behaved. Kieran Clark never behaves.
Did you saw his radical beard?
He's got a new beard. I haven't
Yeah.
been on the stream. I haven't been online in over a week or more. A week or two.
He got a mustache now. No, what's it called? What he had that.
Nice that one.
It's Tom Selleck stash.
Yeah, exactly.
I mentioned he should grow a goatee. It looked pretty good.
Well, Upsmaker, it's moving. That laser's moving slow because one.
We love you, Chris Barillo.
And secondly, I before I started a job, I never turned on the acceleration through white space, and that was my mistake. I forgot to turn that option on in the settings, but it's burning slow, and it's only a 5-watt laser. I didn't have, and this is the Corality laser I'm using, the Corality Falcon. They didn't have the 10-watt available when they shipped that out to me to do some testing on it. Matt, is he married yet? 11 days time and counting. No, it's after midnight. 10 days time and counting. All right, Matt?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Sounds enthusiastic.
he does.
I'm a little bit scared, but that's normal. So nothing,
So I do have a 10-watt laser, but of course, Kieran. But I just wanted to do it on. I wanted to do it on a Corelli. I had it already set up in there, ready to go. So I just used a Corelli machine.
Did my video screw up? I dropped into my own StreamYard.
No, that's okay.
Okay, good. I'm trying to see if I can download something here.
No, you can do multiple sessions.
Oh, I can't show it from here.
So
Well, I can try to put it over here and show it.
I don't know what he's on about. As long as it's clean and tasteful, Jerry.
Well, yeah, I would never. You know me.
That's why I said as long as it's clean and tasteful, Jerry. So, Tim, what are you working on?
I'm just doing. I'm putting in an umbilical on the this Voron 01 build. So I'm just shortening all the wires from the hot end now, so I can plug it into this guy.
Oh, to the daughter board that you have for
The daughter board, yeah. So I'm shortening all the wires because they're extremely long, especially this extruder motor wire. So
yeah, it's a little bit more than you need.
Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah. I'm always leery. I'd rather cut them too long than too short. So
yeah. The bamboo print looks nice. It should be open.
Here's Trevor's video he sent me around 6 months ago.
I'm excited.
If it'll play, I'll run it through my StreamYard, and I shared it, so maybe this will work.
Try. No audio, is there?
No, he doesn't talk. Maybe on the next one he will.
Yeah, well, he's going to do a new one because he's.
You'll hear the ding when he walks in. The ding dong.
So Trevor, do your
narrate it.
Narrate it.
So yeah, I got filament, printers, prints. There's my Xyltech shelf. There's my eSun shelf. Resin. And then that's the print farm side. My printer lineup's changed. I got CR6 Maxes now. Some Chitty Techs. Got rid of those under 5 Pros and put a few bigger ones up. Maxes. Got resin. And then in the back, I got lasers. I got a 30 and a 50 watt fiber.
Well, his whole business is based on Upsmaker, based on selling printers and then doing 3D printing for people and doing laser engraving for people as a service.
What's the name of your Facebook group that you sell your Amazon returns on?
USA Creality Exchange Group. But I will be updating that with the website soon, seeing as how they sent me a few hundred. So
that's fiber lasers. Those two are fiber lasers at the end.
Yeah.
How many square feet do you have?
About 4,500.
Oh, that's a big space.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I think you get out, you do a lot on display and so on.
Navarre, Florida is how far from here and there? What other major cities?
Well, Pensacola, Mobile, Alabama, Panama City. We're about an hour away from Panama City. 30, 40 minutes. I'd say an hour to Pensacola. Hour and a half to Mobile. We're definitely the Panhandle. So
sweet.
But yeah, I'll get something online going here one of these days and branch out.
Yeah. So the one thing that Trevor does that most other companies don't do, if they sell, he builds the printer and tests it before you take it home. He assembles it for you.
Yes.
So you don't leave there
they
with
have
a box.
3 or 4 printers, then they're allowed to buy it in a box and take it.
Yeah. So if you've never had a printer before and you haven't used a couple of printers in the past, he lets you build it, test it, make sure everything's running fine, and then you take it home assembled.
Hey Matt, how you doing, Akuma Mods?
You want to jump on?
Hey, Matt.
Maybe paste a link here. You can jump in there if you wish to jump in. You're very welcome. You know that.
Yeah. I broke the rule. I sold a guy an Ender 5 Plus the other day. He brought it back to me. He had all his wires plugged in backwards. Didn't read the instructions, nothing. So his Y was plugged into the X. All his end stops were plugged in wrong. His extruder, he had the filament sensor. The filament runout sensor was jammed into the extruder motor.
How can people be all thumbs? I mean, I've heard of this before, but I've never experienced it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I assumed everything was common sense.
Like they're all keyed. They're all labeled.
We have a lot of people getting into this activity that just, they weren't grown up building things. They're the new generation, and they didn't have people teaching them how to do things, I think.
Well, here's the way I see it, right? Some people think 3D printers are like an inkjet printer. You bring it home, you plug it in, you turn it on, you link
But-
it, and you're done.
But the Bamboo Lab coming out might be that. It might be.
LiDAR. Yeah, that thing's
Might
unreal.
be. That has to be really tested yet.
From
So
what I'm seeing, it looks like that's going to be the next microwave.
I agree. I think it has got a lot of possibilities, and if it can do if it can do 60% of what I say it can do, so
Well,
excuse the term, piss simple, right?
I watched
It'll be a
about
fantastic
5
video.
videos. Everybody had good things to say, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
3D General, 3D Print General, a couple of the guys I watched.
Modbot, yeah, Nero was on today. The number one problem with any 3D printer with anybody is when you get a clog. If you totally know nothing about printers and it just works for you and you love it, well, then when you get a clog, you're like, oh no, now what do I do? So that's the next hurdle to get over.
I do that sometimes too because I know how long it's going to take that hot end apart to get to that clog.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's a very true statement, Louise. Yeah.
And no matter how long you've been printing or how good you are, you will get a clog. You will have failed prints. It happens to everybody.
All right, John. Keep
Some
going.
people more than others, but it does happen.
Yeah, but yeah, as long as
Take care.
yeah.
Yeah.
John is going to be lurking in the background. He's
John.
finishing the slat wall in his garage. If it does everything they say and it runs cleanly, barring clogs, which does happen, right? And you have to learn how to deal with those. It'll be a great printer. I really want to see it in the hands of someone who knows nothing about 3D printing at all to see how they do it. That is the ultimate test. If they say it can do A, B, C, and it's so easy for us, if it required it, if you and I got it and we had to redesign the whole thing, to us that's easy, right?
Well, some people just don't get it. Some people can look at anything and figure it out, and some people just don't get it no matter what it is.
That's why I said you need to get in the hands of someone who has zero experience, zero knowledge, who is totally and utterly mechanically inept, who doesn't even know what a screwdriver looks like. Hand them the machine and say, okay, here's the instruction booklet, get it working. And if they can do it and they can do successful prints repeatedly, then I would say
If you've ever went to the store and tried to buy blinker fluid, you shouldn't get a 3D printer.
I know Chris got one. Well, Chris has got
Dremel didn't make their own printers. They sourced them out, actually.
They did, yeah.
And they were way overpriced. They sold them to schools. They didn't have a heated bed. The build area was like 100 cubed. I mean, when COVID hit, I made a bunch of masks for a foundation.
Yeah.
Thousands. And all the schools wanted to get involved, and they all had Dremels. And, you know, there was really nothing that could be printed on them.
They're useless. They're terrible
And
printers.
they weren't that old, and they paid $1,500 to $1,700 a piece for them like 2 years ago. To me, that's not really giving a great value, especially to a
Hey,
school.
Larry. What are the best ways to clean out a plot?
Hey, Larry.
Oh, you're in Vegas. Okay. Well, if you don't know how, call Jerry because he knows how to do them. He's in Vegas.
The best way to clean out a nozzle is pull off the nozzle, throw it away, and put a new one if you're using a cheap brass nozzle. That's the easiest way. Or crank up the temperature to like 235 C, use your needle and plug it out.
Here's my secret to clearing a nozzle.
I have micro Swiss on everything.
Or take off the nozzle, crank it up, run the PTFE all the way down through the nozzle, and blow everything out.
Here is my secret to clearing nozzles.
I've never bought one of those. Is that 4 millimeter?
No, it's a 1.75 millimeter steel.
Okay.
And what you do is you push the extruder, push it right down in, and then with the heat up to the hot end, and push, and it'll extrude, and then take it out, clean it off, and do it about 4 or 5 times. Push it in, pull it out, clean it each time, and yep, there you go. This is the easiest, and like I would say, about 99% of the time, that will clear your nozzle. And you just push it down through the extruder right into the hot end, and you squeeze out all the material that's tucked in there. And
I have a micro Swiss. I crank my temp up and tell it to extrude about 850 millimeters of filament. At some point, I see a little bump come out, and then it quits swirling and just starts dropping straight down.
Yeah, it'll swirl back up on the nozzle, and I keep grabbing it and pulling it down and grabbing it and pulling it down. Eventually, it'll just keep flowing.
Well, even if it does stick up in the nozzle when you start it out, like when you start clearing it, all you do is get some paper towels, slightly damp, grab it, wipe it clean, and you're done.
If I see it swirling, I won't start a print job. I'll extrude filament until it cleans up and just 100% just straight drop.
Yeah, solid line.
But I just clean it with a piece of paper towel, and that cleans it off. So, because what's happening is, a lot of times is you have some stuff stuck to the nozzle already that's blocking the path, and by cleaning with a paper towel, you get rid of it while it's hot. Let's see, the Dremel 45 had a heated bed. Yeah, but like they were bad. A lot of printer schools now are going with Lulzbot machines, and they're very reliable.
Enders. I donated a couple of Enders to the local high school, and they love them. And since then, they've bought 3 or 4 of them. I mean,
yeah, I know.
They're cheap to fix.
Yeah,
the kids can fix it themselves when it breaks. You know, cheap.
Yeah.
Hey, Astro, do you have a link for that 1.75 millimeter nozzle cleaner? I've never bought one. I'd like to get one.
Go find one. I'd have to go find it online because I got that with the printer.
What's the proper name of it?
I don't know. What would you call it?
1.75 rod.
Yeah.
It's only a steel
I
rod.
couldn't find anything. I had to have one in an old Allen key set.
I got this with a printer, and it's been a godsend ever since because it made, like I used to do cold pulls and all this kind of stuff. Now
that's long enough to go through the extruder.
Now the one thing you have to be careful with these though is when you're using these, if you have a PTFE lined hot end, be very careful because it can catch on the PTFE and break it up and cause problems, right? So you have to feed it in gently till you reach the stop and then push straight down. Because otherwise, if it gets kinked in any direction at all going in, it'll actually end up tearing up the PTFE and you'll have to replace the PTFE in the hot end anyway.
Chris Perillo, do you happen to have a Makerdeck logo, a transparent that I can throw on my screen for my live streams on Saturdays?
Now they are. They weren't always, though. An airbrush needle will do. You should get a needle with a printer anyway. You can get a really small 0.4 millimeter needles with a printer.
Yeah, those little tiny ones. I always get those, but I've never got a big one.
I got these things, and if you take the compression fitting out and you take your nozzle out, this will go right through the block.
I had the same one, but I used brass.
And the brake. Really?
Yeah, I had the brass ones instead of the
These
nylon
work great. I get them on Amazon. They're about, I think, $1 a piece.
Yeah, I've got some of those.
I use those a lot.
Yeah, it does cost a lot to support. That's the big thing. Like Prussia, your support was actually in Eastern Europe, but now because Printed Solid has been bought out by.
I saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah, now that but Dave in Printed Solid is going to continue to be the CEO of Printed Solid. They're going to keep the same name, but they're going to offer making Printed Prussia mint filament here in the States and offering support and service of Prusa machines here in the U.S.
Makerdeck logo, so I can put it in my OBS, so it's on my screen.
Yeah. You should share it.
I noticed that I have to go into Twitch and I've got to delete my what in the hell is it called?
Well, he didn't ask for that. I think you sent it to him.
Yeah, I was talking about it a bit ago. Let me go to my channel.
Howdy, you. All smiles and happy, I see.
Yep, I'm good.
Hey, how you doing? How goes it?
It goes okay.
I'm hosting Makerdeck, I guess.
Loved your Flintstone.
How are you guys?
Yeah, Fred looked awesome. That was great.
Yeah, Flintstone looks fantastic.
That was incredible.
Yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo.
You got him going now.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go wake my kid up. She's
all right.
Take care, Trevor. Thank you for stopping in.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, shoot me a link on Saturday, Jerry. I'll try to get there. It's just Saturdays for a while. We're really busy now.
Okay.
A little bit slower.
Yep. I'll send it to you.
Good
Thank
talking
you.
to everybody.
Have a great night.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, Trevor.
Bye.
See how my engraving is going. It's going.
How much longer is the job?
It's about 84% done, so it'll be done within the hour. It's going left to right to left, so it's on the last few numbers on over there on the left hand side.
Gotcha.
So it'll be done before, and on tomorrow. Then what I'm going to do tomorrow is I won't do it tonight. I will take this. I will engrave my new Astroprinter logo into the center of it.
Yeah, my Locker Gnome Nerds and Geeks, I still have that below my chat, and I think Chris told me that is no longer active, but where it lists everybody, it
Well, the
says
group is still there, though, I think.
33 team members.
Yeah.
So I believe I need to delete this so it's not here.
So I didn't get that convo, Chris. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I've been really busy. My family are away, and I have a lot of stuff to get done in the house. So I haven't had a chance to get caught up in streams. I haven't been on streams. I was on Jerry's stream Saturday, and that was it in the last 2 weeks. But yeah, that clock should turn out nice when it's done. And I have the mechanism and all for the clock.
Thank you.
Installed.
Jerry, I want to apologize for Saturday.
No, you need to apologize. If you got stuff to do, you got stuff to do.
Well, no, we got home. Our model club meeting was Saturday, and then I got home and I thought, okay, I'm going to sit down in the recliner for just like 5 minutes before I get online. I fell asleep. I woke up at 9 o'clock.
Wow. Well, you're tired. You needed your rest.
I guess.
I have in the past, and I didn't have good experience with them. Personally, I've used Dremels. I can't remember what model it was, but yes, I've used them, and it wasn't a good. It did not have. It was the older models that didn't have heated beds and stuff. They weren't reliable back then. So
this Saturday, I'm giving away 3 rolls of Ziltech filament. I'm not sure about Polymaker. I emailed them to see if they want to donate any because I'll be 58 on Sunday. So Saturday's Hangout, I'm going to call it a birthday Hangout stream on Saturday.
Hey, Jerry,
and I contacted Gabriel from Wicked to see if he wants to donate a model. Because in the past, he's always told me if you want to give away my stuff, you're welcome to. But I've never done that because I didn't want to take advantage of Wicked. So now that I got a reason to, I'm asking for anyone that he wants to donate.
Jerry?
Yeah.
I just made space. You can send it on whenever you want. So I just made space.
Okay.
So I guess you guys saw my Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, I love the Princess. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I've never used a Dremel printer. I seen at one of the shows here, Murph or Earth, a couple of years ago. I don't think it was Dremel. I think it was DeWalt or somebody that had a printer where it was a bed slinger, but the bed was going sideways, not front and back. And then it was a little piece of junk, and they wanted $2,500. And it's like, no. Yeah. And I've never seen it since. So that was a total failure. So
I've never used atomic material. I've never had their filament. Is anybody?
I've never heard of it.
I don't think so.
I've heard of it, but I've never used it. I use a lot of Yusu. I use a lot of PETG or IC3D materials. I have some others. Like I've done a fair amount of G-Tech, and they've always been good. I like the Yusu because their spooling is fantastic. I mean, you get no ratty looking spools. All of their spools are really, really, really good. I could pull down any of their spools here, and it's excellent. It comes off. I never get snags.
Most filament is good. It's usually operator error most of the time.
Nowadays, I would say yes. In the past, no. In the past, there was really ratty spools.
I have gotten spools that it's been, like more than a year ago, but it was literally you could look at it and just see that, this is a bad tidy, wind.
Right? That's really tidy.
I used to get Arion filament free all the time, and other than it being very brittle because it was a silk, I would have knots in it quite often, and it would get stuck on my filament runout sensors. And over a period of months, I had so many failures because the knot would hit the sensor. And I'm printing in midair the next day when I wake up, I quit using it. I'm not saying it's all like that, but when it's like resin from Anycubic, their Craftsman resin. I reviewed it, printed great, got 3 bottles after the fact on Amazon that I ordered, and I had a week of failures. So I returned it, and because there's so many resins out there, I'll never try it again because I wasted my time for a week printing with it. Yeah, it was like water, and I couldn't print with it.
So when I
order IC3D, I get mostly PETG from them. That's what I mostly use. That's a 2.5 kilo spool. So in comparison of size, that's a 1 kilo. That's a 2.5 kilo.
Jeez.
Wax on, wax off. So, and that's their translucent watermelon. Catchy. Really good. But yeah, I normally buy 2.5 kilos when I buy from them.
And I base my knowledge on filament and resin, but I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of models over the last 5 or 6 years. I'm not an expert, but I know what I know because I've done so much of this, and that. But I'm not an expert by any means. I print a lot. I used to print a lot.
I would call you an expert because of the experience you've got.
No, I don't ever want to be considered an expert. I know what I know. I'm pretty good at everything, but I'm an expert at nothing.
Yeah.
And that goes for working on cars, building houses, you name it. I'm a Mr. Handyman. I can do almost anything.
Jack of all trades, master of.
Just what to say, jack of all trades. Yeah. I'm no good at cars. I have no clue.
Upstairs says, Sergio, are you trying to pee?
I don't know where they come from. So. But yeah. So I'm no good at cars. But
He's separating his coins because he's looking down.
That's almost done. Probably got another 45 minutes. I'm guessing it's at let's see what percentage we're at. We're at 86%.
YouTube master.
Oh, Chris, you sound like me. Not a YouTube master though.
Yeah, but he cannot paint Betty Boop. He can do Master Chief, but not Betty Boop.
Master Chief is looking pretty good. He's not done, but I painted his green 4 times, and I finally mixed the shade I like. I got yellow, I got black, and I made my own color. So I'm starting to like the color now.
That's looking good.
So, but he's still got a lot of work.
It's looking good, Jerry.
I just wasn't happy with the color that I got, and I ordered some more Army Green or some olive, and olive was too light, the wrong shade. So.
Well, you can mix.
I didn't even realize what colors to mix, so I Googled it, and the guy has some yellow, and he's putting a little black in it, mixing it up and testing it, and putting more black in it. And so I got a little bottle, and I made a whole bunch and stuck a brush in it and whipped it up really good, and threw some flow improver in it, and that's what I've been using.
Hey, Jerry,
you can message me anytime.
Liz is giving you crap, by the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Just send her to me, Jerry.
I didn't realize I wasn't signed into Twitch. So.
But she's leaving the 15th for 2 months. So maybe I'll have it painted by the time she gets home. It'll be sitting in the bedroom.
Didn't you say that last year?
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Jamie says she'll do it for you if you ship it to her.
I'm a painter. I can paint it. That would kill me if I sent something that I can paint to somebody else to paint for me.
Tell us too challenging for you to do.
It's not challenging for him. It's not a priority.
What's that? Did you try to post a link?
Gary is quite capable of painting her.
Yeah.
1 second, Liz. Let me fix that. 1 second. Okay, Liz, if you want to post a link now, you can go ahead and do it now. Just needed to give you the rights. Let's see. How's the CNC stuff going? Yeah, Jerry still does a lot of CNC, don't you?
Oh, the last thing I did was Indian Girl, and I took a torch and I torched around the outside of it. It's sitting out in the garage. I still got my MP CNC, which is 30 by 30. It's got a 24 by 24 build area. And I got the small one from Comgrow that I haven't used in quite a while. And if I could, I'd like to buy the Onefinity Journeyman and put a spindle on it.
He'll press charges someday. Jerry feeds on her being harassed all the time online. So why do you think he has us on his channel hanging out with him and he comes hangs out with us? Because he knows we're going to give him crap. All right, Jerry?
Yes, not a problem.
Chris, I told you to send me a message and you never did.
Oh,
I work construction for 35 years. Like my boss said, he's never met anybody in his life that has such thick skin. There's not much that phases me. And I'm very good at screaming and yelling and being a complete ass if I need to be.
I think that's most men.
So
Oh, thanks.
I treat people how I'm treated usually.
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, Matt. She said men.
Except
Ah.
Matt just doesn't say
Oh.
anything.
So you, Matt, you're getting married in 11 days. You're not allowed to have an opinion anymore.
But before I react to anything in my life, I learned years ago, I think out what's going to happen if I do this or do this before I do it. So a lot of things I won't do because I know what's going to happen if I do it.
Lobster maker, that's them's fighting words. Those are. But yeah,
I can't afford another debt.
Fire.
I could put it on a credit card, but I have 2 credit cards and I can't afford. I'm having trouble with my bills now. I'm on a fixed income. I only bring in about $800 a week. That's what I make a month. In 4 years, I'll be 58 next Sunday, and so in 4 years, when I turn 62, I'll get my Social Security, and that's like another $1,700 a month. So.
I don't know if I can ever retire. It drive me insane not having to get up to work each day.
I'm waiting on I get paid once a month, right around the 1st. I got about $30 in my bank account, and I'm waiting on the 1st so I can hurry up and pay some bills. So whenever I make $1 here or there on Twitch, YouTube, whatever, it really means a lot because I don't have extra money to spend. I have a lot of stuff around me that was credit cards throughout the years. So,
yeah, I'm considering an MPCNC this year, printing one. I have plenty of PETG to print it out of, so.
Yeah, they got a new version out on what I got. I think they recommend PLA, but because mine's in the garage and for temperature, I print it at a PETG.
We're getting ready for reserve duty. I'll be at Murph. You're the tattoo guy. You're probably saying you're the tattoo guy is probably saying I'm the same as about 30% of the people who'll be there. But no, I'll be at Murph. I'll be there Saturday. Saturday. So, but I'll be driving down for the day for it. So yeah, I'll see you there.
Yeah, I can't drive there. It's like 28 hours away.
Yeah, it's 3.5 hours for me, so it's reasonable. I could get up early in the morning, jump in the truck, drive there, and then be there for 9 a.m. in the morning when it starts off. Be there for the day and then leave at 5 and be home before dark.
You're lucky. 9 hours for me.
That's nice.
Well, it's unusual. Normally, everything is far from me, right? So this is the one event that's actually within reaching distance. I can get in the car and be there. I can get breakfast and be there before it's lunchtime, right?
How far are you from Maryland? How about Earth?
Maryland, I think that's even further away, isn't it? Let me check.
Put Baltimore in there. It's not far from Baltimore.
I think that's probably about 12 hours for me.
I got a big dragon on my left arm. When I was 17, I had a homemade gun. Well, I had a kind of a dragon put on my arm when I was 17, all black ink, and it looked like a turkey. It was really goofy looking. A guy from Wilds did it. And then like 15 years ago, I had a friend of mine cover up a bigger dragon over top of it, so you can't see the first one.
I have 7.
Quickly to Baltimore.
They're all small.
Oh, it's a 9-hour drive for me.
Yeah, see?
That's a long drive.
I got a question for anybody here.
Tell me about it.
I'd have to stay over. Yeah.
When I went to the hospital a few weeks ago, I had to take out my earring, which is body jewelry. It's got a round hoop, and you've got a ball that's spring-loaded that snaps into it. But I can't get the ball back in, so I try to get a pair of pliers, but I can't look in the mirror, turn around what looks like a horseshoe, and try to get it to snap in. Other than having somebody else do it, how can I do that myself? My wife isn't strong enough to do it.
Any tattoo place or piercing place will put that back on for you for free.
I just need the ball pop back in. The ball pop back in. The ball don't unscrew and slide out of the way; it just snaps in. It's got 2 little tiny indentations in the round ball.
It's a lot easier if you do. My son used to have a lip ring, so I know this. But it's a lot easier if you put gloves on because then you don't have like your fingers are kind of slippery with the ball, but the gloves it won't let it slide, and you can just like pop it. Get bottom, got little indentions in them.
Okay.
Just put the bottom one in, and then you can pop it in, and it won't slide with the gloves on.
Yeah, I was standing over the sink with a plunger, and that way, if I drop it, which I will, it doesn't go down the drain. And if it's on the floor, well, good luck.
Yeah. Put a
A
wash
towel.
bag in the drain, or not
Yeah,
in the
paper
drain, but
towel.
just lay
Put
it.
paper towel inside the sink, and then it won't. If it falls, it'll land in there. Bill Overbot hasn't been around tonight. He was on last week, I believe, but he's not.
I seen Bill Overbot yesterday in chat on the PS5 giveaway stream with Amish Ace. I think I seen him in chat.
Jerry, it'll also help if Brandy has a magnifying mirror.
Okay.
Like for her makeup,
Yeah, I haven't asked her to try to put it back in because I usually have to open her water bottle. So, anyway.
I'm just saying use her mirror.
Actually, use 2 mirrors because one will reflect to the other, and you can have one behind you, one in front of you. You can see what you're doing.
Oh, Liam, have you ever actually tried to do anything using 2 mirrors? Everything's backwards.
When I'm looking in the mirror and I got this hand right here, my hand's in the way of looking in the mirror to see what I'm holding, and I'm left-handed, so I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Well, Jamie, I'm into astronomy. I look through reflector telescopes, Dobsonian telescopes. So everything in a Dobsonian telescope is backwards and upside down. So yeah, I'm kind of used to that.
Right, you can look at that all day long, but try to do something with your hands behind your head, looking in a front mirror that's backwards. It's hard.
It's like when you get older, sometimes your eyebrows kind of get wild hairs going everywhere. So take a pair of scissors and you're looking in the mirror very carefully, trying to get the right angle so you can clip it. So,
Okay, Jerry. No, but
a good man takes care of his eyebrows.
Well, when I stare at a telescope, everything is upside down and backwards. So, like, you push to make the image come this direction, and so on. And you tilt down to make the image appear to move up into the center.
Let's make sure. Take care.
So a reflector telescope, because it uses 2 mirrors, the image is brought in and it flips over because the light path crosses on the way to the different sources, and then it goes through a lens which flips it again.
Kind of like how the Creality palette printers work.
Upmaker said, I'm in charge of the household, right? Just buy it. Well, let's see. I make all the money in the household. I pay all the bills. I do my laundry. She does her laundry. I mop. I do dishes. I go get groceries. She doesn't go with me. So, yeah, I take care of the household. 100%.
Jerry, you make a great wife.
Yeah, I'll make somebody a great wife if I ever get divorced.
Well, right now I'm doing all of that because my family are away. But
she's got the master, and I sleep with the dogs in another room.
I do all the shopping here.
And actually, I'm the one that moved out of the master years ago because she'll leave the TV on all night long watching TV. I snore, and every time I snore, she would hit me, and I got tired of that, so I just, I took over another room.
Do what you do to survive, right? Sleep is necessary.
I mean, obviously, she's a small woman. She's not going to hurt me, but why go there? I don't, anyway. And then she has this thing with her fingers are real limber, and she can bend her fingers way back really far. She used to like to grab my hand and try to bend my fingers back. My fingers don't bend like that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
it's like, come on.
But because you work construction, your tendons have actually thickened up into doing certain tasks, right? So that's what happens. Yeah, your bone structure and your tendons do.
I mean, I can make a fist really good, but don't try to bend my fingers back.
Yeah. Well, our bodies adapt to what type of work we do.
And I usually cook. Once in a while, she'll want to make something, so I'm kind of her sous chef. She reads out of the cookbook, and I go get the stuff and do it. So we do that once in a while.
You've been asked the question by Chris.
No.
He's got his own spot. Why would he change?
So there's a king-size bed in the master. Half of it is covered with garbage and junk and magazines and whatever she has on that half of the bed that she doesn't use, and I just sleep in a different room.
See, let me check my engraving. 1 second, guys.
Sometimes that's
and if you personally knew me or not talking on a live stream, I'd tell you why it happens the way it does. But, anyway, there's a reason for the madness.
Good. Now, I will not be taking this out when it's done. I'm going to leave it where it is because I want to do the logo on it tomorrow. my new logo will have to be engraved on it tomorrow.
Now, while she's gone, I'll probably straighten up the master and vacuum the floor. That's probably what'll happen. Hey, what's up,
Steve, come on in. Come and join us. Here's the link if you want to come join us.
Hey, Steve.
Hey guys, it's getting close to my bedtime, so I'm going to go. Everybody,
all right, Sergio. You have a great night. Thanks for joining.
Yes,
Sergio.
Have a good one.
Bye, Sergio.
Ciao, man.
Yeah, Liam can have up to 10 people at any given time on stream, so please join in and chit chat about what you're working on.
Everybody's welcome to come join. Did you see that link, Steve? It looks like it posted to. It looks like it failed on YouTube. Let me try that again.
I probably won't make a video on this. Probably won't do. I might post it on TikTok. Probably won't post on Facebook just because it's like borderline, whatever. But I got this amazing model.
Ooh, that's nice.
I wish I could find a Patreon that does this kind of stuff.
Hey, Liam, make it bigger.
Yeah,
What?
sorry. I was busy watching it instead of doing this.
I'm so into horror stuff.
Yeah, I love demons and monsters and
this
evil.
is a Banshee from Mass Effect 3, the video game.
I have that game.
And
I got it in VR.
the freaking model is just astounding. But with her, like, I mean, it's not like super not safe for work, but you know, people are kind of weird.
There's nothing lewd in it.
She's covered up. It's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing lewd in it.
It's like on my group on Facebook. You can post nudes in good taste, female, but if they're anything graphic, it's not allowed. So
Yeah, and there are some graphic models out there.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of people. They'll do two versions of a model. They'll do the safe for everybody, and then they'll do the risque version of it that shows more detail in the model, right?
I don't want to print anything like that. Have the grandkids come over. Hey, Grandpa, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Get out of Grandpa's bedroom.
like Mega's not safe for work models are. He will never do anything other than the top. He's because I think if you, like those models that are really graphic, I think it's just kind of crude, you know.
Yeah.
But it depends on where it comes out of too. You're right. It depends on the game or whatever else is modeled from. Some games are rated for adults, and they show stuff that, and the models are like that, right? Some stuff are like that. Like
years ago, I was selling gifts and novelties of little animals and birds and things like that. And I had these little Doberman pictures already painted up, and it was a little boy dog. And the lady asked me, "Do you have any female?" I said, "Just take a razor knife and cut off part of it, and now it's female." Anyway, it was just like a little nub, anyway, you know, on a model of a dog.
Yeah.
That's you get a file and you file it off.
Basically, yeah.
Or you can use a flat file if you want to.
Some of them I've seen, like Disney princesses that are in like really precarious poses, and
just like every
nude, graphic.
Yeah.
That to me, that's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to have a certain kind of fetish to like.
And there are people like that out there. There are people with certain interests out there. Correct.
Yeah, there's a fetish for everything.
Probably, yes. But but no, I did some like when I did the Lara Croft one. It was a year ago when I did the Lara Croft one. There was two versions of it, and I did obviously the non-risque version of it. But you get both as part of the download, right? You get both models available. You have the option. But some people that's what they like to print, right? So
yeah.
And if the demand is there, people will make the models to meet the demand.
Yep.
Because it's all about supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
So if there's demand for certain content like that, people will make models because they know they can make money out of it because there's not many people out there doing that type of content. So it's easy for them to sell.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm overweight, I could shave my chest, throw on one of Brandy's tops, and ever take a close-up picture, and people go, "Ooh, Jerry, who's that?"
Steve,
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
how's life?
Hey,
Oh, life.
How's your Tesla? Did you ever get it back?
I got a new one.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we went. We kind of fought with each other for a couple months, and they wanted to give me 47, and I wanted 70. So we kind of, let's just put it this way, we settled on 70. So I ended up buying a Model Y.
Okay, cool, nice. So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
it's
the,
been a long time. I got the Tesla.
this is the last
Got a
one I
new
did.
job. Cool.
That's
Thanks.
cool, Liam.
Yeah, everyone brings happiness into this home. Some by entering, some by leaving.
But yeah, I got started a new job in May 2nd, and what else? Oh, I got kicked out of my room, so I'm in a new room.
Is it bigger?
She says it's bigger, but I don't know. It doesn't feel bigger.
So Matt, did you just hear that? He got kicked out of his room and he was told it's bigger.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
so
Matt needs to learn.
yeah.
Matt's getting married in 11 days, so he needs to learn these.
So I got that from the Home Depot.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me move you up so everyone can see.
It's like a toolbox thingy.
All right.
Okay.
What else? I got, so to get that printer out, we had to take it apart to get it out of the room.
Oh no.
There's the Prusa, the rail core, and the Lulzbot, and the box. We're kind of redoing everything, so that I got all the rep rack stuff from Ripcord. It's gonna have all the filament along this wall.
Like here.
This is definitely a lot more organized than it was.
Are you going to use the boxes, or are you going to use the shelf?
I'm gonna use the shelves.
Like that's what I have right now. Look.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Did you 3D print them, Liam, or no?
Yeah, but I 3D printed them first out of PLA, but after setting them up, the bracket snapped and the shelf fell down. So I from the way the filament. So what I did was I redid them again, and I added the ends I did in PETG, and the center one is PLA. I just reused the ones that weren't damaged, so I didn't have to do them all over again. But I did PETG on each end.
So I got all the. This is all printed in what do you call it? Protopasta.
PLA.
So these, no, this is their new. This is their new Protopasta carbon fiber PETG.
Okay, that'll be perfect. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
So
lovely print, by the way. I love the carbon fiber gives a lovely texture to the material.
Yeah, it looks great. And my actually, I was traveling for work, and my wife printed all these. First time ever printing. She had the rail core. She print one and then come and take it off and then restart it. And yeah, so I got 12 racks going up because I have I think 150 spools of filament.
Hey, Maker.
Hey, Maker Viking.
Hey, Thomas, how are you?
Hey, Thomas.
So yeah,
I got my racks off of printables. They're one piece, and it's really hard getting the screws in behind the bracket since it's all one piece. I use PLA Plus. I had to pre-drill them out when I got half-inch conduit because the holes weren't quite big enough. And I've got 4 brackets on a 10-foot run, and I've got
so the way these work, Jerry, is you print these out. These are like French cleats.
That's a wall mount, yeah.
So they screw in with 3-inch. I mean, big screws, right?
Yeah.
I mean, big to you, not big to me, but big to a lot of people. But you take this, and then once you build the rack, you just take this and you slide these in here like this, and then it just slides down on top of it.
Yeah, that's a lot simpler. I should have printed those out.
But they're the ones I'm
Where-
using.
Where did you find that file?
That's on
It's-
printables.
Yeah, printables. It's called the Rep Rack. So one word.
Just search for
It's by
you'll find it.
it's by a friend of the community, a guy named Alan Hooch.
Yeah. He runs the
And-
company Ripcord, who does the Ripcord.
And he actually, so this box, Jamie, this box is from him.
Yeah.
So he makes these filament boxes. He makes a bunch of stuff. He does filament and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, he developed this to be kind of like so his rep box hangs on the wall with it's called a French cleat. I don't know if you know what a French cleat is. So the idea is that these can hang on French cleats also. So if you have if you want to buy the French cleats from him or make them, basically that profile fits on a French cleat would slide right in here. So you can actually make French cleats and hang these off of French cleats, or you can print these and hang them off of this.
Well,
Yeah.
you're better off to use the bracket because it's nice and tidy. The French cleats, you don't have with those. You can't they can move around a lot more. Whereas
honestly,
it's not in tight.
The reason I didn't do that is because, well, I don't have like a table saw to cut my own French cleats, but to buy them from him for a 2-foot French cleat is like $25, and I needed like 12 of them. So it's
you could just make your but you can but you didn't. You said you don't have a saw, so. Yeah,
to me, it was easier just to print them.
Yeah, I have a saw, so I could rip them down myself if I needed to. So I have a print saw.
Or do what a lot of people do: go to Home Depot, buy the saw, use it, take it back. I'm not happy with it. Get a refund.
That's Jerry. That's just your friends to do that.
I don't have any friends. They're all online. Truth. That's 100% truth.
That's 100% true with me too.
When I used to work, I had a lot of friends, but I didn't associate with anybody when I retired.
Yeah,
These are pretty cool. This is off the the Voron V0, guys. That printer is so dialed in at this point. It printed this in, I think it was 15 minutes.
What is that? So 0.1?
It has a 1 millimeter nozzle, but it because of the Magnum hot end, I think it's printing the perimeters at 80 millimeters a second with a 1 millimeter hot end or nozzle. It printed this in under an hour. This little cup thingy.
That's good quality for a 1 millimeter nozzle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I printed at 1.2 millimeter layer heights. So, yeah. But this is a Yeti cup. I don't know what it is. But
It's probably an adapter for a Yeti, yeah.
But
like a Yeti holder.
Yeah. So it's there's a guy on TikTok. That's where I've been spending most of my time is on TikTok.
Me too.
Yeah. So if you know me from TikTok, there's a guy named Tacti Prince, and he has a big print farm.
Just a minute.
And he prints like horror stuff, like stuff for Halloween and stuff. But anyways, I joined his Patreon, and he's doing this thing like where he tells you to print a part, but you don't know exactly what it's for yet, and he's going to tell you what it's for over time. And the idea is that you can sell them on Etsy and make money. So he sells like thousands of these on Etsy, but I assume it's some kind of insert or something. I don't really know.
It looks like it's an adapter for to fit a Yeti cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where does this go?
If this was 30,
It's gonna be some
if this
kind
was
of holder.
30 years ago, it looks like what would hang off your door jamb where your window
That's
rolls
what it
down.
looks
Yeah.
like.
But that's too
I'm
wide
assuming-
and too close.
I'm assuming this fits into something on a car or something. I
Well,
don't
on a
know.
car, you must remember on a car when you have two cup holders, one would probably go over onto the other, or it'll go between them to stop it rotating when you take a cup out.
Hey guys, I gotta
maybe.
I gotta stop my cam for a second.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you know what, Liam? You might be right. Actually, is it so you can
happens
twist
now
it
and
out without it turning?
Yeah, so you can actually take the cup and twist it a little bit so it comes loose without it turning and coming out.
I don't know. So it's like a
Maybe.
little project he's doing. He's telling you to print stuff, and then you kind of figure out later what it's for. So
Cool.
Tim, what are you doing? Setting the record for the longest Voron V0 build?
Oh, stop it. No.
That's his third one, aren't you?
This is my second
telling
one.
Second.
Oh, is it?
And so I'm just putting the umbilical, getting the umbilical ready on this one now. So
Yeah.
no, the
Are you
the
doing
record's going to be when I start this one.
the 2.4?
2.4. That'll be the record for the longest build.
I don't
That's a
know. The
massive
rat rate was
build.
pretty long.
Are
Right,
you doing
what?
Are you doing so you're doing this Voron for you, or
Yeah.
is this the one so the other one you did stock, or it looks like you're doing this one with the modified parts?
This I'm using the modified parts. The other one was stock.
Yeah. So you're
This one
using
I've got the
a
modified-
Bondtech?
I've got the Bondtech light up here, and then I've got the umbilical system one of my local guys made for me that I'm going to put on here. So I'm just shortening all the wires from the hot end to the umbilical here, so to the daughter board.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just got to
You gotta
shorten
see
a
this
few
thing,
more wires.
Because of that printer, the Bamboo Lab printer.
Yeah.
I was watching the 17-minute Benchy, and I thought, fuck, I can do that, no problem. So I think I printed like 300 Benchies, and I got it to the best one I could get to that was probably equivalent quality was 18 on a 0.4 nozzle was 18 minutes. But
Wow.
that's 20,000 acceleration, right?
Holy crap.
20,000 acceleration, 15 jerk, and that's with input shaper. But what I found out is because you can't do that on the perimeters because it'll you can't cool it fast enough. They're doing it on the infill and all the solid infill, so they got it where that thing is just hauling ass like that.
Yeah.
The infill is so fast, like you can't even see the nozzle moving. It's so fast. It's amazing.
But remember, infill is about 50% of the time you're printing, right?
Yeah, it's actually that, and the outer perimeters are the longest. And the nice thing about like Super Slicer is you can slow it down for overhangs, so you can still do the outer perimeters at about 125 millimeters, and then on the overhangs it'll slow down to like 50.
You can do that on Idea Maker as well.
Yeah. Where you can't do it on is Prusa Slicer. You won't do it.
I don't use Prusa Slicer. I use Idea Maker is what I use by default. I go to Cura if Idea Maker can't do something for me, which is rare.
I like Idea Maker. I just don't like their interface. Their interface for me is a little clunky.
Actually, I prefer their interface over many. I'm the opposite. I really like it.
I use Simplify 3D for a really long time too.
I never used SVD.
There's lots of symbols. Huh?
Yeah, I've used it forever, and right now when I go to print, I try not to load it. I don't want to delete it, but I try not to use it because I need to learn other stuff.
Yeah, what you realize with Simplify 3D is 5 years ago, it seemed like cutting edge, but now it's like Super Slicer.
They haven't done an update since Moses was a baby, right? Come on.
No, I know, but like Super Slicer and Prusa Slicer, you have so much control over a lot of functions and like speeds, and in Simplify 3D you have that you basically set one speed, and then all you do is adjust all your under speeds and all that bullshit. But the one thing I love about Simplify 3D is the ability to set temperatures and fan speeds by layer. So you can progressively slow the fans down, temps up, all the way throughout the whole print. Where like Prusa Slicer, you can't really do that.
Yeah, you can do that by layer and stuff. And you can do that in Cura. Actually, you can do that in.
And you can do it. You can do it in Prusa Slicer too, but you got to do per model settings and
You have the option to do there's a post option in Cura where you can set all of that. And then there's an Idea Maker. You just pick the layer and say add this in, choose it again, select a number, do add. And you can build out a sequence of per layer what it'll change at each layer.
Cura is the worst. Ugh, I can't stand Cura.
I like Cura.
Cura is clunky.
I like Cura.
I've used
It's
a
all
lot and I like it.
It's all the
but-
shit you don't need, and none of the shit you do
With that
need.
being said, I have different versions of Cura for different things.
Phoenix Call,
Yeah.
you have, this is there's a link there if you want to come in, join in. We have
The
them.
best thing about Cura is the lightning not lightning and fill. The tree supports are the best. I love the tree
Yeah.
supports.
That's why I still have Cura 4.6. That was the last version you could use tree supports and regular supports.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
You can't do that in the new one?
no, you can select tree supports, but it's going to use tree supports.
Yeah.
But you can do
You
custom
can't
support as well.
select.
How you doing?
You can't select both supports.
You can't do tree supports and then do custom supports to add in the other supports elsewhere.
You can add
I didn't
custom
know that.
supports if you want to go through all that crap.
Mm.
Yeah. That's where
Hey,
like
hey Liam, is my voice coming through?
Yep, loud and clear.
What? Can't hear you. What?
Ignore him. The rest of us ignore him, so you might as well ignore him.
Your
too.
mic's
I followed
off.
you,
What?
LS3D on TikTok.
No, I just
followed
bought a
you.
new mic.
Make sure you follow the right one. I have a lot of imitators. So
Yeah, so I just dropped your mic volume was a little loud, so I just did you adjust it again?
I'll put it in chat though. Mine's
No, okay.
it's actually LS3DP.
Yeah, that's the one I followed.
Okay. So there's ones.
that better?
There's a lot of people that copy me and they put like an underscore or an underscore in it somewhere. So
How dare they?
mine's with the 4,000 followers.
Yeah, this is Liam's stream. He can have up to 10 people at any given time on. Mine is on Saturday at 1 p.m.
Oh, this isn't Saturday. This isn't the Saturday
Oh
hangout.
God, don't.
No.
Because all day for me
That was-
it was Wednesday.
That was.
I'm
so last- that
retired,
was
man,
last
so every
year.
day is Saturday to me. I don't have to work.
I woke up and I was
I'm
like,
like,
"Oh my God, Miss Marvel!" And what else was supposed to start on Wednesday? But yeah, I was like so stoked to see Miss Marvel, and it's tomorrow,
Actually, I'm off
Kenobi?
Tomorrow, I want to see that too.
Wednesdays.
I've seen the behind the scenes for it. I'm waiting for it to come out.
Yeah,
Is that
Oh,
for
they're doing
the new
Disney
Marvel
movies now?
film series?
it's the Disney Plus Marvel, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, so they're going to do a series of her now.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel.
it's not Captain Marvel. This is a teenager.
Disney
Yeah.
is now taking down
Miss
to 6
Marvel.
episodes.
She's like
per
junior
series.
high school.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear what you said.
All right, guys, I'm gonna say good night. See you guys
Yeah,
later.
Have a good
Good
night.
night, Matt.
Here.
Good night, Matt. Nice talking
Bye,
to you.
Matt.
Bye.
You've said like
Wow.
4 things.
I
Oh my
know. I'm very tired lately.
Yeah,
I
we
had
can
a
never
lot
shut him
to
up.
do with the wedding, so
I
I
can
did
see
do
what you're
little thing.
I see it, and it looks great. Everything
Wow.
you do is great.
Did you hear that,
So-
guys? Matt did a lithophane. He's never done one of those before.
Matt's like the lithophane.
I'm just giving him crap
Pro.
as we can. He knows we're only making fun of him.
Oh, my feelings are
taking
hurt.
I'm taking off too. I've been chatting way too much today. So
Oh, come on, Tim.
I
Take
know.
care, Tim. You have a great night.
okay, I'll
Tim,
talk
you
to
can
guys
only work
later.
on the
Hey,
Voron
Tim.
for 5 minutes, and then you gotta
That's
go.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll be a little more chatty next time. I promise. Talk to you guys
Yeah.
later.
Take care, man. Ciao.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, Matt.
Well, Tim's leaving. Fuck it. So I'm just kidding. I'll stay. I don't want to hurt your feelings, Liam.
You're making the assumption that I have some. So that's a big assumption, right? I work
Yeah.
in IT. Okay, we're not
That's
allowed
the
to have
problem,
feelings.
right?
The moment you walk
I-
into the job, you leave your feelings.
No
out.
politics, religion, and be kind to others are the 3 rules. When someone that breaks any of the above, then they get booted.
Yeah.
I'm only here because
So
I'm
what about
single now.
sarcasm?
Well, it depends, I guess.
You guys hear? I'm a single man again.
Well,
I'm
he's
sorry.
away. He's away.
Should we throw
Huh?
a party for you?
He's away.
Yeah.
So
My-
is mine.
my wife-
Mine's away all the
My
week as
wife
well.
told me. My wife decided to go to back to school,
Mhm.
and it's like I swear to God, there's like 0 time in the day. We don't see each other anymore. So she's either at school or she's working. So now I can stream again.
Well, yeah, my wife's away as well. She'll be back Friday.
Well, most of the time, if people are around each other too much, they tend to butt heads. So, what is it? How does the saying go? Something about the more you're apart, the fonder you get, or I don't know, something
Absence
like
makes
that.
the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, so like like last night, I told her, I said, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower. You know, at nighttime, wink, wink. Get to bed. She's out. I'm like, damn it, it sucks.
Yeah.
I wake up
My
in the morning,
wife
she's
is
gone
leaving
already.
My wife's leaving for 2 months on the 15th, but she's going to call me every day 4 or 5 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mine's the way she'll be back Friday. She hasn't even talked to me. She hasn't even called me once. She's away with my son, and they're visiting my daughter.
I'll go over to my neighbors and have her answer my phone next time she calls while she's gone, and
That'll be
talk real
funny.
sexy on the phone and say Jerry's
That'll be
busy.
funny.
So
They're
you finally have
they're
a
in the
piece
U.S.
of time, Liam?
They're in Hawaii. My daughter's living in Hawaii.
Oh,
You finally have time, huh?
She works out there, so they went out there to visit her for 10 days. So they'll be back Friday.
So how was your
So
weekend?
Hawaii while I stay here, take care of the dog.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
how was your
We're
weekend?
interrupting you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How was your weekend?
Busy. Every weekend is busy. I never have breaks. It's always every day is always busy. It's crazy. I was even working on the weekend. Even though Friday I started my vacation, I was working Saturday. I was working a bit of Sunday. I was working some of yesterday, and I'm supposed to be on vacation. So
Okay,
my life
just wondering.
and yours.
It's good. I've got the new adapter made for my leg,
Oh, good.
so I'm still working on my foot. It's still a pain in the ass. But I took your suggestion and used bolts for the hinge of the ankle.
Okay, and did you put bearings in there?
Yeah, there are bearings in the joint.
Good.
And
Yeah.
then
So it's fixed,
but
so it's fixed all the way through. And you got a bearing on each end, so it pivots on the bearings, and then you have
yeah, and I've
front
got
and back
a
shocks
compression
for the
shock.
motor move.
I have a compression shock.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, you could do that with TPU, printed TPU shock to help with that too. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I'll see probably next week how long I can walk on it, and from
Mhm. Yeah, test it out. Make it. That's why printing is great. You can modify, you can update, you can print again. You can repeat that until you get what you need done, and then you should be good to go.
So, notice on the Blu-ray, it's burnt out.
Oh, the laser. Yeah, but they're not of
Yeah.
high power anyway. They're only reflected and reading is all they're doing, right? So they don't fit.
I was hoping to use the project on something, but the
Jerry,
neodymiums are still good.
Mm-hmm.
how's your belt printer, Jerry?
I just done some wiring on it today, and I got some firmware on it. I haven't worked on it in probably a month.
The guy got mad at me
Why?
because I haven't worked on it in like 2 months.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't
Liam,
worked on it.
yeah.
I'm the same, and like it. I've got it functions to a point, but what's happened? There's something weird happening, and I haven't figured out what it is yet. I can extrude from the menu, and it extrudes fine, right? And I got my E-step down, but when I do a print job, it will not extrude. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That look you just gave, Stephen, is exactly the look I gave when I tried it over and over. It's not extruding when printing.
Full
Are you
screen.
using their firmware?
Is there a setting?
No, I even have my own firmware.
Is it a setting, Liam?
Oh, so you're pretty close, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm at that stage. I have all that that's done. So mine is just getting the firmware set right to print. And as I said, I can do everything from the menu. I just can't print. When I do printing, it doesn't extrude. And I've gone through the
Well, it's got to
firmware.
be a setting in the firmware, right?
It's just an Ender 3 firmware. The only thing that changes is it said it was a printer, set the Z to 9999, and I set the E steps and the Y-axis, because the Y-axis is going to be 1.5 times the Z-axis, right? Because it's a 45 degree.
I assume the parts they sent everybody cost them at least a couple $100 each. I spent an additional $70 to $80 on T-nuts and bolts that I didn't have for it. And I went to a hardware store and I had to buy almost every one of them for like $1 a piece. But, excuse me, I spent a ton of money there. My 2 Ender 3 boards I put in, it didn't work properly. So I put a TH3D Easy Light 1.2 board in it. They sent me some firmware they wanted me to try out. So I loaded that in the BS code, and then I went in and picked Tim's board under, the board menu. I picked Tim's Easy Light board, and I compiled it. It had an error, so when I clicked off the error, it recompiled, it finished. I loaded it up this morning. I went to run a couple settings, and it's kind of grinding, going different directions. I haven't tweaked it or played with it. It has no cooling fan whatsoever on it.
Yeah.
It's way overbuilt. It's got 100 million. It's built like a tank, and there's no reason for that. It shouldn't have so many T-nuts and bolts and parts. It doesn't need that. But I appreciate them sending me out the kit, because obviously it cost them a lot of money. But like I said, then I had to add a lot of money to it to buy all the stuff they didn't send. So,
well, I'm going to spend a bit of time at the end of the week. Once I have some other stuff to get done here, but I'll spend some time on the firmware. I'll try their firmware to see if it makes a difference, and I'll do a comparison between theirs and mine. Theirs is probably running the wrong board. I have a 427 board, so I need to change.
I've just lost interest in it, to be honest. I've just totally lost interest in it.
So my question to you guys, what's the belt printer for?
Well, it's a conversion kit to convert an Ender 3 to a belt printer, right? And
right.
I like the idea.
My question is,
go on.
Printing a really long chip or a sword, it just keeps printing and printing and printing.
Extra long dildos,
right?
Whatever you want.
Well, for me, I use it for me.
That's what
mass manufacturing.
That's why I got it.
I would use it for that because I would be doing it for Toys for Tots.
I had already bought the website, the longdong.com. I had a whole thing set up, but I don't have time. I lost interest.
What?
You don't even talking about 3D printing certain parts of representing certain parts.
He said, what are you using the belt printer for? I said to print dildos.
You can make the world's longest articulation.
I took a piece of my license plate I swapped out about a week ago. That's to make a wiper for the front of the belt printer. I got to drill the holes and get it really close so when a part comes off, it'll grab it. It should work.
Hey, it's COVID, right? So the longer it is, the more people can stay away from each other. That's what I say. It's safer that way.
Yep.
Then they don't cough on
they don't ever visit.
Then they don't cough on each other.
But
listen, I did it because I'm a patriot. That's why.
It's firmware. I don't know what their firmware is like, but I've compiled firmware before, and it's never given me this problem. So I'm going to try theirs and see how it goes. If it goes fine, then great. If it doesn't, then okay.
Well, just get Vanilla Marlin and go in and tweak it. So,
but that's what I've done.
I was gonna put Clipper on it because I thought there's a Clipper for the Creality belt printer that you should be able to adapt pretty easy.
Well, you don't even need that. You just need to turn around. I suppose you could, yeah. It should be easy enough to do.
The nice thing about Clipper is you can adjust so many features quickly. You don't have to compile nothing.
You just edit the printer that can file, yeah.
I'll tell you what. So I had this Boron V0 on RepRap firmware with a duet board forever, and I don't know. I got bored, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna try, a Big Tree Tech board. First time I've ever bought one. And actually, I built one for a customer. A guy paid me to build him a printer, and I fell in love with Clipper. I've never used it before. I was kind of against it, to be honest with you, but now I'm totally in love with it. It's amazing. So.
Yeah, I have it on my Ender 5 Plus. It's over there on the floor somewhere because I haven't finished.
It's actually pretty great. Yeah.
So
pretty great, pretty simple to use.
Yeah. So as I said, I have it on my Ender 5 Plus over there. Go on, Jerry.
I've got 4 Pi Bs. Here's one of them right here. Pi 3Bs that have Octoprint on them. The rest of them are in these clear cases. And then I have a Pi Zero that Tim sent me DeWitt, but I want to put a camera on it. I want to put Clipper on my Hypercube, but I want to use a camera, webcam.
Yeah, you have 4 Raspberry Pis?
Pi 3Bs that I've had for different printers throughout the years.
I have a couple of 02W.
You better keep those in your prison wallet.
I've got I got like 7 of them around the house. I got like 7 i3Bs.
Well,
They're
I mean,
like when you buy them, they're the canna kits. They're like $75 is what I used to pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're called the canna kits in a yellow box.
Now they're twice that price. But I have a couple of 02Ws. Is what I have.
Hey guys, can I interrupt you for a second?
Sure.
Hello, Jamie. My name's Eric. You can call me Phoenix. You're someone who's I've never met, so you're
Lynn, hey, thank you for the raid. Thank you, and for hosting. I'm sorry. Someone just popped in. I have to thank them. Go ahead, Phoenix.
That's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to say hello.
Yeah, I've never seen you on the stream before. Usually I'm on Jerry's unless I fall asleep in the recliner. But yeah, good to meet you.
Welcome, Raider. I can't pronounce your name.
Man, hey, look, brand new 02Ws.
Yeah, those you definitely want to keep in your prison wallet.
Was that the one I sent you the link to a long time ago, Liam? That I never bought it.
No.
Have you seen that website that it's called Pie Finder or something? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, never tried that.
So somebody built a website that keeps track of where every store's stock is on Raspberry Pis.
They used to do that for toilet paper too 2 years ago.
Yeah. So this girl on TikTok, this like 21-year-old girl on TikTok made it, and she's amazing, man. But like she designed this whole thing. Like if you want to find a pie, you go to her website, and it basically shows you every store's current stock levels on Raspberry Pis. Of course, they're all 0 right now, but.
Well, what happened with these is I asked my wife. She was actually going to be in that area. It's about an hour's drive to what's it called, Micro Center from me.
Yeah.
So my wife was actually in the area. She was doing her groceries in the area, and I said, "While you're there, since you're going to Micro Center, she's going to get something else over there." I said, "See if they have any Pi 02Ws. If they do, get me a few of them. Give me 3 or 4 of them." So she went in, and she brought down 4 of them. I think it was 3 or 4. She went up to the cashier, and they said, "The first one is whatever it was, $25 or I think it is." He said, "But anyone after that, they charge you. The price goes up for each one you add." And they said because there's such a short stock.
People like to hoard everything and mark them up and resell them, so they got to do something to control it.
So she said to the guy that registered, "So if I buy one, go back to the line and come through and buy the next one and repeat that 4 times, I can buy them at the cheaper price." And he says, "Yep, you can do that." So she looped through the line 4 times. And she came home with 4 of them for the price of $20 or $25.
Just like baby formula. I wonder how many people don't have kids that have laser baby
cutter,
formula.
right?
Say that again.
You have laser cutter?
I have a few lasers. Yeah.
But my question is, why are you buying them rather than just building them?
Buy what? A Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
Electronic doing micro circuits like that small are way beyond my skill level.
Oh, okay.
These are tiny.
You understand, I have access to a full engineering department, so for me, it's just a matter of ordering them.
Yeah, but no, here, see, you must remember, these are multi-layered boards with these are not that easy to build. These are, like, even if I could do an engraving, if I could cut out the board, I couldn't do a multi-layer on a laser. I can do a single layer board. And you can't do multi-layers because they're built. Each layer is built, and they're fabbed together. So these are all multi-layer boards. These are.
So that website I was telling you about it's called rpilocator.com.
So you can't create layers and then just stack them.
No, you can't just do that because they have to interconnect. The layers are just not individual layers. There's interconnections between the layers.
Well, I know, but you see, with the laser, you could cut the precision channels for the solder and just wet solder them. That's
that's way more work and hassle than it needs to be. Could you do it if you're designing something new, like a complete your own design of a circuit board? Yes, but to do it just to get it to build your own Raspberry Pi, the amount of work to go into and to get it all properly lined up is probably way more work than it's worth. in my
Well,
opinion,
then-
anyway.
All right. So it's because I usually make my own PCBs.
Yeah, but for
A
single layer,
project.
yes, you can. For single layer stuff, no problem. You can use a CNC to etch that out, even, because you can buy the pre-made boards and you can solder.
Today's stream is sponsored by PCB Way. If you get PCB Way,
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, PCBWay do a good job. Like, I know some guys who use PCBWay to design. They design it and then send it to them, and they fab it for them, right? They'd even do the mounting of the SMDs for you, but they will do all of that for you if you pay them for it. But like,
So it's
I
a matter
think
of cost. then.
the clone a pie, this costs $25 to buy one. To turn around and to do what you're saying, it'll probably cost 5 times the price.
Okay.
Do
Well,
individual layers and do
That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it'd be way more expensive. You can't compete with something that can pump out 1,000 a day or 2,000 a day compared to you making your own multi layers. Will probably take you a week just to build it.
yeah, TH3D Tim repairs his own circuit boards, but
Yeah.
it's control boards. But then it's a lot of expensive equipment and the know how to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work,
So-
but it's different if you have a group that does that for you. But like,
Did you guys ever try to use laser print and transfer paper with copper? Copper tape?
no, I generally don't do that. No, I normally engrave metals and wood, or not metal. Sorry, wood, leather, stuff like that. I've done some laser engraving on aluminum, like drink canisters and stuff. Like
Right.
igloo cups and stuff. But I haven't done. I don't generally don't do PCB boards. That's not my area. There's a lot of guys that is their area. The PCBs is not my area.
Well, no, because I'm starting to build a drone, and rather than run copper wire, I've got copper tape and insulator tape and transfer tape, so I can transfer the circuits onto the insulation tape to make
Well,
cables and bend them.
Okay. That becomes brittle though because it's so thin. Copper will work harden over time. Aluminum is better because aluminum won't work harden as easy. Copper will work harden really fast on that type of surface. So be careful. As long as it's not flexing too much is okay. But anything that reflects on a repeated basis, copper will work harden really fast.
Well, no, it's not going to be
Hey, Jerry.
metal fatigue if that's what you're asking.
Oh, that's Jerry's evil twin up there. Watch him. His evil twin is here. He got a haircut. Jerry's evil twin normally wears long hair. Go
Back
put on
to
the wig.
drone.
Jerry.
Back to the-
So, what else is everybody else working on? A beer?
Well, I'm working on sweet tea as always, because
Sweet tea.
that's what I love is my sweet tea.
Good southern gal drinking sweet tea. Up here in Michigan, they drink unsweetened tea.
It's
Those
not
heathens.
McDonald's sweet.
Up here,
McDonald's-
those heathens.
McDonald's goes overboard with the sweet, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like my sweet tea.
I don't like cold tea anyway. I don't like iced tea at all. I like hot
Oh,
I love
iced
iced
tea.
tea. No sugar in it.
No,
I've
hot
gotten
tea I like.
addicted to raspberry tea.
No. I mean, I can do hot tea, but I have to put milk in it. Sometimes I put
No.
milk in my iced tea.
No,
I
I
like-
like black. I like black hot teas.
I buy tea packets from Walmart. The store brand. You put them in a bottle of water and you shake them up.
Yep.
Oh,
One
like
time-
instant tea?
One time I was talking to my son on the phone. I put it in the water
Yeah.
and I shook it up and I forgot to put the lid on. And I completely plastered myself.
I remember you telling that.
Yeah, no, I don't like iced teas at all. I like hot tea. And that's even no matter what the weather's like, hot tea is what I'll drink.
Well, here's a
Nice
question,
butter.
Liam. You like fruit teas?
Nope. I like black teas. I like Earl Grey and oolong and all those type of teas. I'm not into fruity teas or anything like that. I don't like that.
I like fruity teas. And I got some cotton candy flavored tea, and it's pretty good.
No, see,
Oh, that I
here's,
would like.
here's my stance in it, right? I don't like stuff that's super sweet because I'm already sweet.
Oh my God, Liam. Are
Okay.
you trying to convince us or yourself?
Yes,
I think he's trying to convince himself.
both. No, but no, I don't like sweet tea. I like super sweet teas. I don't like I don't know. There's a lot of people like really super sweet, so like a cinnamon. I can't stand cinnamon. Cinnamon
don't
sugar
like
on
cinnamon
anything,
either.
I will not eat it. I will not eat it.
Really, you don't
Cinnamon
like
on apple
rolls.
pie, nuked in a microwave is awesome. Cinnamon really rocks apple pie.
No,
Yeah.
actually, I think cinnamon ruins an apple pie.
Cinnamon
Cin-
rolls,
but- Yeah.
apple pie, French toast. Cinnamon's good for those things.
I know.
Cinnamon's not good to drink.
No, I don't like cinnamon in anything at
My
all.
wife puts cinnamon sugar on toast with butter.
All right.
Cinnamon sugar.
Do you know
Jamie,
what's
have you
really
tried
good?
cinnamon apple?
No.
No.
Apple, yes, no cinnamon.
You don't like apple pie.
I like apple pie. I don't like cinnamon.
The cinnamon is in apple pie.
Not the way I make them.
Well, then you don't make apple pie.
Oh, excuse me. I do. You know what's really good? Have you tried rhubarb pie? Rhubarb pie is fantastic.
No.
I bought strawberry rhubarb pie.
Strawberry
But we can't
rhubarb
is the way to go.
really good.
I
Strawberry
cannot
rhubarb is
stand
good.
I don't like strawberry rhubarb. I like rhubarb only.
I
Strawberry
love
rhubarb is
strawberry
good.
pies.
Liam grows rhubarb in his backyard, but he'll never show us a picture. He just
I
tells us
actually
about
don't. I don't. I'd like to, but I
it. I
don't.
thought you said you did.
When,
Okay.
when I was growing up, we used to have it. Yes, and my
Thank you,
mom
Chris.
used to grow it.
You're
You're
gonna
right.
go in there
He's not making apple pie. He's putting
you-
apples in a crust and calling it apple pie.
That is apple pie.
well, that's
That is not
that's
apple
fine.
pie.
That's fine if he puts pectin in there and graham cracker crust. Hey, more power to him.
No, I actually make it. When I do it myself. But it's apple. It should be. See, to us, we make apple pie in Ireland out of what we call cooking apples. They're really big apples and they're bitter. And then you add sugar to them to sweeten them up. Right when you bake it, you slice them thin and you bake it. But we
Try
don't ever.
caramel?
No, we don't ever add. We just add sugar. We don't ever add cinnamon or anything like that to it.
No. Try caramel.
Apple pie
Make-
apples should be tart
Make
apples.
plain
It could
caramel
be, yeah.
with the sugar, and mix it with the apple.
No, it's just there's apples and sugar, and just slice the apples up thin, sprinkle sugar over it, put the crust over it, and stick it in the oven, and that's all we need to do.
No,
That's how we do our apple pie, and it's
no.
really good.
You
Candy
need
apples are
apples. You
great.
need sugar and brown sugar and cinnamon and a whole stick of butter.
Butter, yes, you do use butter. Yes, you do have to add butter. That's a
Well,
bonding.
I don't
butter
know
and
that
sugar.
you quite need
The
My
bonding
brown
grandma
sugar if
is
you're making
91
caramel.
years old, and she taught me how to make pies. And if you think I can't make good pies,
I never
I
said
can
that,
make you an apple pie.
but I won't. I don't, if there's cinnamon in it, I won't eat it.
Jamie,
What?
why don't you do a video and film you making an apple pie and put on your channel?
Oh my God.
Why not? You can have variety.
Oh, I
well,
should do a video on
believe
doing
me,
on butter.
I got the biggest shock ever of my life last night. My TikTok, my YouTube, my everything is 3D printing and painting, and sometimes I do resin pouring. But last night, every night we feed raccoons and possums and whatever that comes up on the deck cat food because our cats are spoiled to where if there's crumblies in the bowl, they scream at me and they won't eat them. So we give all of the crumblies to the outside varmints. So last night I put some out, and about an hour later I heard something.
A
So I
bear.
knew it was an animal. So I looked out the door and it was two raccoons and they were fighting over who was going to get it, and one finally won. So I thought to myself, I wonder if I can go live. So I opened the door, and mind you, this coon started out probably about 8 feet from me, from me standing at the door. So I unlocked the door and he kind of went like that. They kind of know us because we feed them every night. So I sat down with nothing but me and the screen and a raccoon. And I threw out some more feed, and he ended up being probably about 16, 18 inches from my face. But I went live for 10 minutes and 31 seconds, and I had 5.9 thousand likes.
Wow.
And I'm like, you people, you won't like my videos that I do.
Did
but
you
I'm
title
gonna
it or
do
just go
fun.
live? What on TikTok?
What?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
So you didn't title it or nothing? You just went live and started filming?
Yeah, I titled it feeding the raccoons or something like that. And just I was #1 trending at the time of animals.
All right, guys,
animal
I'm
stuff.
gonna step out for a second, so I'm gonna
All
stop
right,
the camera.
Alrighty.
Said something.
Take care.
We're only
Jerry,
gonna
I
do-
gotta jump.
What?
I gotta go.
All right,
Take
Steven.
care. Have a good night.
I'll
Well,
see you
Take care,
guys.
man. Don't
Nice
be a
talking to you.
stranger.
Good talking
I
to
won't.
y'all.
Bye.
Ciao, man. Yeah, Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix didn't leave.
No, he said he'll drop out, but we're only going to be on for another 25 minutes as well, anyway. So, because I have stuff to get done before I go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta take her outside and prime her.
Well, I have to take
I'm
my
gonna try
dog out
something
for a
different
walk.
with her. I have never painted with oils.
Oh, by the way, Banshees. I know you said it's from a movie or from a
No.
game.
She's from Mass Effect, but Banshees originated in Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah. In our folklore, they don't look like that, but okay.
Do
Liam's
what?
relatives are all banshees, the ones that passed on.
If you see one, that's not
actually,
good.
banshees come to the living to tell you someone's going to die.
Yeah.
That's what a banshee does. A banshee comes and inform, and within 48 hours, someone in your family that passes away. That's what
Well,
they
I
do.
hope she's the only banshee that I see. So, but yeah,
When I was a teenager, my sister used to see a local psychic, this older guy that she met somewhere at a grocery store or something, and I guess she paid him for readings and stuff. And a week before my dad passed away, my sister went to this person with one of her friends, and he told the friend that somebody in your immediate family was going to die to the other lady, but then my sister's father, which is my dad, died. And so she quit seeing him at that point. So,
yeah, I don't want to know stuff like that.
I don't believe in that stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Well, whether I believe it or not, if somebody, I don't want to know if
talking about
somebody
karma?
knows that kind of stuff.
No, about people can see the future and stuff like that. I do not believe that is true. A lot of those guys are so general in the way they describe stuff, and you could be right 90% of the time.
Oh, for sure.
So
I wish I knew when I was going to move on. That way I could, plan my life out around it.
no,
Oh, wait a second. You're back.
there's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing. So it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, there's no way of knowing. It doesn't matter. It happens when it happens, and when
How
your
did you pull that
your
trick
numbers up.
off?
Sorry?
I'll tell you, nothing is worse than most of the time being in denial, and then one day it hits you. Holy crap! I've got more years behind me than I have left.
Oh, I'm already there.
My sister turned 70 on the 19th. So I'm thinking, wow, 70. And
Hey, Julie, aren't women supposed to start to go backwards at 30?
Say that again.
Aren't
Well, this
women
woman
supposed
didn't. My whole body's falling
Supposed to-
apart.
to count backwards at 30?
No, you stop at 21. You always say, I'm 21 and a bit. That bit's my own business.
29 and a bit.
No, 21 and a bit. And that bit's your own business, so you don't have to
It's
you don't have to
okay.
give any more.
Age is just a number.
Well, for me, age is a feeling because I feel like I'm 85. I've got more metal in my body than my car does.
Oh, then I should definitely be over 100 and something now.
No, but you got new parts coming.
What?
Not yet. I haven't gotten the
Yeah.
replacement.
My metal is
aftermarket parts
probably
yet.
stronger than what's in my car.
Yeah, see, Phoenix Cod has actually got he's 3D printing new parts for a prosthetic leg. So he's got upgrades coming. He's a $6 million man now.
Yeah.
stronger, better, faster.
Oh, well, I wish I had ended up stronger, better, faster with all my.
I
So
don't.
do I.
I don't. The only thing I have I have 2 screws in my knee because I got my ACL and my MCL done. Because that was from sports, and then I've got a screw in one of my toes. 1 screw in a toe. That's it. That's all I got.
One of them's loose, I think.
No, that's one up here. I know exactly where you're going with that one.
I've got one of these times I'm gonna dig out my hardware
X-ray?
for my first back surgery. I had L4, L5 done, and then 8 months later I had to have a revision because the discs above and below that herniated. So the old rods and screws they took out and gave to me because he said, you paid for them, you might as well get them.
Yep.
They look like deck screws. They're this freaking long.
They're titanium, yeah.
They're blue. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
They're heavy.
They're blue because they're tempered titanium. So they make the titanium and then they heat treat the titanium to give the strength it needs. Even though titanium is naturally strong, they heat treat it again to actually enforce it. That's why its color changes.
Yeah. So now I've got 12 screws in my back and rods and connecting rods.
I've got one in my head and it's loose.
I've got one almost in my head.
I don't know what it was.
I've got fusion in my neck too. So yeah, I got screws kind of close to my head. They're a little bit.
No, I got none of those. Even though I played rugby, I don't have any of those problems. I've been my knee was the only part of that wore on me. It wore down on me, and my MCL gave in. Actually, the MCL didn't tear from playing sports. My MCL tore because it was worn over years of playing rugby, and I was actually inside in the house. I was stepping over the dog, and my knee gave underneath me. I was just stepping over the dog, and the MCL gave way.
Yep. I had my
Painful.
first knee surgery. I had both knees at the same time, and that was just arthroscopic, just cleaning out the meniscus that was all shredded up. And they, I had enlarged kneecaps, so they
shaved it,
scraped my kneecaps, and then that was good for a while. And then in 2013, I tore my right ACL, had that replaced. And then in 2017, had both knees replaced. But the ACL replacement, they used a cadaver ACL.
No, mine, they actually took it out of they took a tendon out of my leg, and they doubled and tripled it over, stitched together, and then put that in. So because there's less chance of rejection if it's using your own.
Yeah,
so
I didn't have any rejection, but I also tore that second ACL, and it was stupid the way it did. I was doing something in the dining room and my husband was in the living room, and I just stepped back and turned to talk to him, and I felt that pop.
Yeah.
So, but when they did my right knee replacement, they left the hardware in for the ACL.
But they don't need it.
No, they didn't need it, but they didn't need to take it out.
But they replaced. Oh, wait, now what did they replace in the knee to? You said you got the knee replaced. Normally they replace. Did they only replace the coating, or did they replace both joints?
They replaced the whole. I have metal over both top joints.
Oh, so they coated them. They coated them is what they did instead of actually replacing them. Okay.
Oh, yeah, so they drilled and put caps on them.
Yeah,
I have no bone left.
Well, no. So what they sometimes do is they actually cut top of the bone off.
Yeah,
and then
that's what they did.
So then there's no ACL or anything in there anymore. There's no hardware left.
No, I only have the side ligaments.
Oh, the MCLs. Okay.
Yeah.
Did they give you the biometric cushioning between your joints, or is it just metal on metal?
It's just metal on metal.
They have nylon in there. They have nylon in there is what they do. They have a padded. They can't put metal on metal.
Is there a dirt fitting so you can grease it once in a while?
My left one needs it.
They have a grease board right in the side.
There is a nylon thing on the back of my kneecap. I still have my bone kneecap, but they drill 3 holes in that, and then there's a nylon thing that goes on that.
Between them.
Yeah, that's to separate the metal from the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the way you lubricate it, Jerry, is drink lots of beer.
Drink lots of sweet tea.
That lubricates
I thought
the joint.
that was whiskey.
Whiskey works too. See, now that's coming from someone who doesn't drink anymore. So I haven't drank in years.
You can't claim yourself to be Irish and not drink.
Well, let's see. What I do is, if I'm ever flying home, I'll drink in the plane, so I pass the blood alcohol test.
Liam, when I was talking to you about Rep Wrapper, remember?
Yes.
It was clear green resin they came out with and clear yellow resin. And I told them, I remember I told you what my terms were. They agreed to it, and they're going to mail it.
Oh, cool. So green and red. Or green and yellow. Okay.
Jerry, how's your sculpture coming?
Oh, the Master Chief.
What?
Master Chief, I think he's referring to.
Oh, yeah, I showed this a few times during the stream.
Yeah, there. Show it again.
I still got a lot of painting to do on him. Master Chief isn't done. After painting the green 4 times, I finally found a shade I liked that I pre-mixed from yellow and black paint. But I still got a lot of work to do. Got to touch up on the black and a lot of weathering to do and some more paint work on the gun. I still have a lot of work to do on it. But the base is completely done.
That's pretty cool.
So it's getting there.
Hey, Liam, you might like this. Apparently, an engineer built the battle rifle from Halo as an electromagnetic gun.
Okay. Like a railgun type?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm not in the games like Halo and stuff like that. I don't play computer games. I'm kind of boring.
No, that's fine.
But the idea of a railgun and the science and stuff behind it is kind of cool. It's basically just electromagnetism.
It's from Sanix. SANIX, Sanix's website.
Oh, yeah. That was the answer to this question.
I done a video about this on my YouTube channel, and I posted on Twitch. And, no, not Twitch, TikTok and Facebook. And it's got a link to his website there.
So, what is the longest you can do on TikTok, unless you're partnered or affiliated or whatever?
I think my first one they said like an hour. It was really long.
Is it an hour?
It was a lot longer than a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
A live stream you can do 24 hours a day if you want to.
Well, when I first joined a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 10 or 15. I don't remember how long the video you could upload, but it wasn't a matter of seconds like I was told.
No. If you can to upload a video until you have 1,000 subscribers, you can only upload 1 minute. If you make a business account, you can upload 3 minutes.
No,
my intro.
Recently, you can upload 10 minutes. But I'm going to tell
you.
Okay,
maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was 10 minutes because my intro is longer than a minute, and the time lapse for Master Chief was about a minute or two. And I got 3 things on TikTok, and that's it. So.
My videos that have done the best are less than 20 seconds long. People have, they will hit that scroll. Most of my videos have about a 10 to 15 second watch time.
I've watched a lot of videos for TikTok on YouTube. I'll just kick back in the living room on my big TV and just watch one after another. You can do the same thing on Facebook. It's just one after another, after another, after another. And most of them are staged. A lot of people think this is real, where this guy's really going to prank his wife and do this. Or he stands behind her for an hour and she never turns around and she's messing with a cake or something stupid. It's staged. It's not real.
Yeah. None of them have peripheral vision either.
Yeah, they got very tunnel vision.
Yeah, you can peripheral vision. You see everything going on next to you. So,
I've put a few things on TikTok, not many, but
or you'll sense it.
Yeah, I might actually do a bit more up there. But
I hear
they're atrociously bad. If you do reach partner, or affiliate or whatever else they call it, they're atrociously bad at their payouts. I mean, it's really bad what you have to pay you.
Do you see the one on Facebook the other day? A deer is banging a fake deer, and then the head falls off, and the deer gets scared and runs away.
Oh, my God. Now, that I believe, because we have wild animals all around. And
it was a fake deer, and then the head fell on the ground. So the deer on the back half took off running.
Yeah, Phoenix, if you want to post a link, put the link in private chat, and I'll post it for you.
You guys
I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, that's why it comes up as 3 dots.
Thank you very much for joining, Jamie. I hope you can join Saturday. But if you can't, you can't. But it'd be nice to see you.
I don't think I have anything going on Saturday, and no model club meeting for sure. So I will do my best.
See
All right.
you
That's all I can ever say. I will do my best.
The best is always,
Well,
if you want to come hang out, you're always welcome. You know that.
I hope you have a great night. I hope you feel better. No matter what happens in your life or whatever goes wrong, it'll always get better. And there's always people you can talk to. So if
Thank
you ever
you,
need to talk
Gary.
to somebody, we're always here for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ciao. Take care, Jimmy.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay, so we got about 10 minutes left. Hey, Milan, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Last time we saw you were just after getting out of hospital, so hope you're feeling much better. Or well, you were still in the hospital at the time. I think maybe you were. Maybe
I'll post a link where the model came from.
But hope you're feeling better, Milan. See, I'm slowly getting your name right. I keep calling you Milan. I have a buddy of mine who spells it the same way.
Hey, Milan.
Yeah. Just call him Hey You.
Yo, what's up?
Dude.
What up, dude? There you go. There's a link right there to Sanix in chat if you want to check out his models. I've been printing his stuff for over 5 years. He had a lot of great stuff. And I just print everything in resin usually.
What's that YouTube link, Phoenix?
That's the magnetic gun.
Okay. Let me
So if you
share it
wanna
out
check
to
it out.
everybody.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna share it to
sorry. No,
everybody. Yeah, no, I want to
okay.
share it out to everybody, is all. So everyone sees it. I'd like to let them know what the link is, and just post the link and not tell them what's going on. So it's better that they understand what they're clicking on. People send me links, and if I don't know what the content is, I never click on the link. You need to tell me what it is, and because I got into the habit of people have sent links that are stuff I wouldn't normally look at, and because of that, I always say, okay, what is the link? What's that for, Jerry?
Well, some of the stuff they send you links to.
Probably. Well, that's why I don't click on links until I always ask what is it before I say.
I would never send you an offensive link.
I know, but still, but other people do send stuff, and I always ask.
Yeah, I posted a link there. You don't see it, Chris?
No, Jerry, that's kind of weird. I didn't.
It's on. Let's see, Chris. It's posted on Twitch.
Did you put it on my channel?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I posted on my channel. Sorry. I'm hosting you. That's why you don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let me put it in private chat, Liam. Post this.
But you can. I think you have the rights to post. But okay.
Well, I do, but I got to change channels.
All right.
Yeah, the copy and paste that.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I put it on the wrong channel. I'm hosting you. Let me go back to your channel.
There it is. Come on, post. I just clicked it. Why are you not posting?
There we go. There it is.
Yeah. So if you want to get the link, go over to Jerry's channel and watch me in both screens. You get me in stereo.
Yeah, I started hosting you not too long ago. I didn't start at the beginning. I forgot about it.
I have you on my auto host.
I was hosting Maker Deck.
Yeah, I have you on my auto host list as well.
I see we got Big John on with 6 people, at Sith Lord Britt with 11, Subsector 13, Chris Perillo 52, Astro Canuck 105, Maker Deck 113.
105? That's a Canuck. Wow, what's going on?
Paleontology Dude 120.
Paleontologizing, yeah.
Bawana 151.
Yeah, paleontologizing is good. I like the discussion. But I think I find him a bit. Maybe it's just me the way I read him. But I get the feeling that he's a bit. What's the word I'm looking for?
Arrogant, cocky,
patronizing in the way he speaks.
I don't know. I haven't watched him.
It's just the impression I get. I like the content, and it's just not in, and he doesn't go deep. It's great for kids because the way he speaks, he's a good educator for kids.
You know, years ago, my neighbor's wife was from the Philippines, and he was retired military. And I showed her a big, giant dog bone that I had. It was a present for one of my dogs, right? You buy them, they chew on them. It was like a dinosaur bone. I told her I found it in my backyard, and it was a dinosaur bone, and she believed me. And that went on for a very long time. She believed that was a dinosaur bone that came out of my backyard. So,
well, the people don't understand, right? So
yeah, and they had also been in their house for about 12 years at this time. And she was in my house one time. We were cooking, and I pulled out my cutting board that's built into the counter. She goes, "Oh, you got a cutting board?" I said, "Yeah, you do too." She goes, "No, I don't." So we went over her house. I opened her silverware drawer and I pulled out her cutting board that still had sawdust on it after like 12 years. She didn't know neither one of them knew there was a cutting board in there. And then as soon as I showed her that, I started telling her about the built-in vacuum system in the house to vacuum. And then I bet she wouldn't believe that one. So that was a little too much. So anyway.
Well, wow. So she didn't even know she had a cutting board?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, and Filipinos cook a lot, an awful lot.
Yeah.
An
Yeah, she was
awful
a great cook. Then after the Philippines, they moved to Guam. They currently live in Guam.
Okay. Yeah, because they really like to cook. So they having knowledge that there's a cutting and chopping board there, they would make heavy use of that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. They didn't even realize it was there. I'm just looking at my video. Okay. But
put the link on YouTube as well?
It's on there automatically. When I pasted the link,
oh yeah, that's right. And it goes everywhere. Yeah,
it goes everywhere. Yeah. So it's out there already, man. So that's the Sanix link I just posted.
Yeah, he has different scales, and I took the scale that was made for FDM with no supports, scaled it up to 175%, hollowed it, put on supports, printed out the model in pieces. But his models do come pre-supported if you want to resin print them. If you don't, they're unsupported for FDM. Same model. You just have to, hollow them and put the supports on.
Yeah, and because you like to do your own
cool.
Anyway. Yeah, so we got about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes before we can wrap up. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to bring up? Any final subjects that you want to come out and bring up with? Topics, subjects,
hey,
whatever.
Jerry, do you have the STL file for your chief?
Yeah, but you have to buy it from Sanix's website. It's a paid-for model. I can't share it.
Okay. No, I'll check it out.
If I had a link where you could get the free stuff at, like Thingiverse, I would let you know. But that's a pay site. I think the model's like $10 or $15. It's not expensive.
Oh no, I have a friend who loves the Master Chief, and since I've got to refill my resins, I figured I'd just open up a new bottle and print it out.
How much is the model, the Master Chief model?
It's like $10 or $15. I'm sure chat's probably already looked at it. Chris Mink probably looked it up. I'd have to go to his site and look it up.
No, that's fine. I'll check it out.
It's probably about $10.
It's right. I got the page right here. Euros 18, so whatever that converts in American money.
Oh, is he based where's he based actually?
He's in Germany. I think he's in Germany. But it says 18 euros if you put it in your cart, which I'll add it to my cart.
So probably about $25.
No, that's fine. Hey Jerry, do you think I can use the CAD files on the 3D printer, or do I have to transfer it to a lithograph?
No, you get STLs.
Those files, they come as STLs. You just drop them in your whatever slicer, and
well, no, I've got
FDM. They're made for FDM or resin.
I've got SolidWorks.
Yeah, but they don't give you. Yeah, but you have to use a slicer to put it in the printer anyway, right?
Well, that's my question. Is if I have to slice it up and put it into the photon.
How do you do it today? How do you 3D print today?
I use a photon modeler. I pull this out.
Yeah, but what do you use to slice the file? Okay, but what do you use to slice the file to turn around and print it?
Photon has a workshop, which will let
you
slice.
Whatever you do today, it's for every other model. This you just import into that same software and slice it the same way as you do as your resin printers today. It's an STL they provide, so you can just slice it up as a. So it's already a mix.
No. All right. No, my question is about drawing in SolidWorks, and since it has an STL output file, I was wondering if I need to go ahead and slice it up before I just throw it to my printer.
You have to slice it in your normals and in the way you normally do STL files today. So
because you'd have to add supports and stuff to it. Yes.
Yeah, so if you
everything.
Yeah, if you output from SolidWorks as an STL, you bring that STL into your slicer you use for your resin printer, and then because it's all resins you bring it in there. You
Okay.
slice it in there as you normally would for the printed.
For a
And then-
resin printer, he has pre-supported files or FDM files for every one of his models.
Yeah, but
So-
he was talking about SolidWorks. If he exports out of SolidWorks, he was saying.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
So,
SolidWorks.
yeah, so it's only it's a CAD software. So if
Okay.
you export out of SolidWorks as an STL file, which you can do, and the same as you can do with Fusion 360 and so on, you still need to bring that into your slicer to slice it, because an STL is a mesh, which is a whole pile
Okay.
of polygons to make up the
I
shape.
use Cheetahbox Pro.
Okay. No
Yeah.
problem. I
Yeah,
just
and then your slicer turns that into images. For a resin printer, it creates a whole series of slices, which are basically images, and each image
Right.
is actually is an exposure, right?
right. No, I understand that. I was just wondering if SolidWorks STL would just feed into the printer. So
No,
apparently not. So
no. And even on an FDM printer, if you ever get FDM, you have to turn it into G code, which is X, Y, Z, and E coordinates, which are a series of instructions. So if you slice the same file up in Prusa Slicer or in Idea Maker or Cura or anything like that, it's basically creating X, Y, Z, and E commands to say move G1, which is a move command G1, X 300, Y 20, Z.
all right. So it uses the
E4, and then
engineering
E for
schematics.
extrusion. Yeah, it's basically a whole series of mathematical coordinates, positions, three-dimensional coordinates, and an E, which is your extruder speed and distance, that creates your file, your G code. That is what the printer reads and follows. So
I
basically,
think I will have to look into it.
yeah. So, but you have to slice it as you normally do, no matter what, unless you can output G code.
Just go to YouTube and type in slicing a 3D printed model,
Yeah.
slicing a resin print, and there's many videos that you can kind of skip through and watch to give you an idea of the process and different types of programs.
Well, no, I got asked to make a model in SolidWorks to print out, and I was just questioning whether if I could just transport it, export and then import, and let the printer print the part out, because the part is going to be cast.
Yeah, but the problem is your printer doesn't read the output from SolidWorks. You need to put it through the slicer that you use in the printer to create the layers of images in a resin printer, for the resin printer to actually project those onto the screen and print them. So your software doesn't know that. Yeah. So let's go over and rate Chris. Chris has got 60 people.
Okay.
So let's see how many people are going to come over. Let's say we can start the raid. We go raid Chris Perillo. And for everybody who did stick around, thank you for hanging out with us. It was fun, as always. I'll be here again next Tuesday. Let's get this raid started, and let's see how many are going to come over. And
my Maker Hangout on Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, will be the day before my birthday, which is Sunday. I'll be 58, and we'll have some filament giveaways and possibly some other things. And that's Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the subs and follows to Liam. Really, really appreciate all of it.
And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube, go check out my Astroprinter on YouTube. I'm at 760 something subscribers. I want to get over that 1,000 hump. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Let's go over and rate Chris. And that's only for people on Twitch. Anyone on YouTube, if you want to go over, or Facebook wants to go over to Twitch and Chris Pro, please do so. Because once we rate over to Chris, the stream will end for you. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
And have a good day. And I will see you again
Have a good
next
night,
week
guys.
on Jerry's stream on Saturday. Let's kick
All
off
right,
this raid.
catch you Saturday. Bye, guys.
And
you jumped.
Okay.
You're there now.
And we in broadcast.